Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and do the right things. Peace out, guys. Hope all is well with you and your family, and hope you're getting up because I know it's early morning. All right. So you know that I brought out the book, so we have to have some hard talk. I had some comments that I needed to respond to, and as you can see right there, it says no Reggae Boyz recruitment of Greenwood. And you see a little slash there, and you see Stewart. You know that individual that always come up with this xenophobic behavior. We're going to be responding to that. We are going to be giving you the current update of Mr. Greenwood. All right, and I'm going to clear the air on a lot of things as well, because I realized that you have people, a lot of hypocritical personnels at times, and as I've just stated to one in my comment section, that I have the balls to speak whenever I feel the need to. Well, today is a day that I do feel the need to. So we're going to do with this video, we're going to start it clear. And ask a straight up question. You think that if a person is more educated footballing wise, at the present time, they are majority of the time, like 95% of the time, better at youth level? Like a 15-year-old that is educated from 5 years old to 15 years old, or a man that has no schooling background, footballing school background, academy wise and everything. Which one you would pick 95% of the time, or give a percentage if you believe that you can drop a lower percentage? Because I was doing some statistics, and that's what it came about and state to me that personnels that was developed via a program at anything for a sustained period at a younger age from 5 to 15 have a percentage chance of 95% to be better. Let me know if you would agree with that, or you would disagree. So what I'm trying to say now, you're going to compete, so that means the same person from 5 years old to 15 years old would not have no official education of the same task at hand. Which one of them you think will come out victorious and give a percentage on that? Just let me know. We have to start it like that, because that's where the conversation will come around to. All right? Yes. Let me bless up some people very early in this Saturday morning. Good afternoon, Siobhan. Massive respect. Issa Allen, big up yourself, man. Yes, man, the content crack. This one will crack up the place, man. Jason Guna, big up yourself. John Powell, big up yourself. Thanks very much. And Brian Burke in the building. Massive respect. I want some answer on that, all right? He made it very clear. If from 5 years old, because we know when the academies start, so 5 years old to 15 years old, or a man does a walk on road from 5 years old to 15 years old, which one of them you think 100% of the time will be better at that level? I just want that. I made a specific statement, so I want specific answers on that one. Which one of them you think will turn out better? That's all I'm going to ask on that side, and then we will rebound on that one. Anyways, let me go where on Mr. Carville conversation. All right. No, we just want people to drop it, because I want people to use them brain cells and things. Just go on the research, because it looks like a lot of people them use them brain cell, especially the people inside Jamaica where deal with football. You get me? Because it's either your pride or you not have no sense at all. 0 sense at all. All right? Yes. But it's either your pride, or 0 sense at all. Because you know what people saying today in 2023? What people saying in 2023 today is they are going to tell you that, no, the man more talented than the man there. But in a different statement, they're going to tell you that you cannot differentiate the talent at age 15. So which one is it? Which one is it, and what would determine the difference? Would it not be education? So sometimes people, listen to people talk and hear them twist up themselves. All right? Hear them twist up themselves. Remember, this was a running team in Jamaica. We can compete with anybody up to 15 years old. Am I lying? Because football does not tell a difference from 5 to 15 years old. So that's why I brought the metric of saying that the man them, which we know worldwide, they are in academies from 5 years old to 15. And then they started to upgrade. All right, so that's why I'm bringing that conversation back to you, and realize it don't make much sense, And sometimes you don't need to even listen to some of them people, them bag of bass when they make no logical sense. All right, it don't make no logical sense, none at all. All right, yes. So that's why I said it that way. Just to make you see what you hear, you go back and listen to this foolishness where most of them people talk, because they might tell me say you cannot differentiate at 15 years old. But guys, all of those things are lies, and what it comes up down to the manipulation to make it feel comfortable to put average or underdeveloped players in positions, because when so much underdeveloped players in the position, you cannot tell the difference. You know why? Because you have all of them there, out of sight, out of mind. If you have the quality player not on the field, how are you going to see how good they are? Who are you going to compete with if you have all of the average players on the field? These are the manipulative tricks. So you see this guy named Carvel? He's just the upfront person. But I can tell you, Jamaica will never have the best players on the field. I can tell you that. Because you have a lot of corrupted people. And you have a lot of big ego people. And big ego and highly confident without education, believe me, you're a bigger fool. All right? You're a bigger fool. And those are the people that's holding down Jamaica at this point. Those are the people that's holding down Jamaica at this point. Yes, you have some serious mad people. We're in a position, some serious mad people. And one thing I've always said, we're blessed with confidence. Jamaicans are blessed with confidence. No matter if you're stupid or you're educated, we are blessed with confidence. You get me? So if you're stupid and you're confident, believe me, you're going to have the same amount of confidence as well. And it's going to just go off over the top. And that's why they always said with great power comes great responsibilities as well. You get me? Yes. And I'm not going to come on my platform and spew garbage. 95% of the world's football will be better than Jamaica's football. And 95% of the world's players will be better than Jamaica's players until they are educated. We never come out and ever utter out of our mouth that people are just better than other people. No. We always said education determines what makes the difference. So if you're not educated to something, we're not going to sell propaganda. We don't do that. We don't need to do that. Because education always tell the end result. All right? Because just a while ago, I had a person came in under a video. Never check the date of the video, because all of a sudden, they are bright when they only can argue with you. But when it comes on to fact-checking things and be knowledgeable at what you really want to do, they ain't have no education, none at all. You can see that you don't seem happy to report this. So I responded back to it and said, why I've gotten the information and I responded to it. You know what he wants to say? Because he was one of them from 2 years ago saying that I hate local players. And I'm trying to overhype the overseas players them. But that's not the case. The case is just simple. If you're more educated, 95% of the time you can repeat the process. If you claim to say you have talent, and you have zero education, you don't have much place to go in. Simple. And when we said have education, it simply means you have a thing called footballing education. For the person who can't, we have to spell out things. So, by the time we are saying you're dunce to life or dunce to your schoolwork. We are talking about footballing education. You have a thing called football education. All right? Yes. And that's the difference between an average footballer and a real life footballer. You get me? So when you're saying you have talent, or if you have the talent where you're not educated or nothing, and you not have the education. Mr. Speed came here and literally said to us one day, we act like we know too much in football, and we are not educated, and we are going to try our best to try and educate the masses, and we only want educated coaches. I am telling you, I agree with Mr. Speed. We like to burn up Mr. Speed, but I agree with Mr. Speed. We need educated people. We cannot have people we think go the emotional route every single time, and nothing to do with education. Me, I stand up and tell you that yes, you can't pick up no Jamaican kid and go compete with nobody worldwide. None. It not gonna happen. It's not a reality. All right? It's not a reality. They have to be exposed to other teaching. It's not going to happen. Now we have the people coming in like the Kingston academies and those places, and they're competing with higher persons. That simply means they're gaining more knowledge. So when it happens, you cannot shift the goalposts and said, "Oh, you see, say, Jamaican kids could compare with others." No, you're lying to yourself. The problem is you're xenophobic and you want to just skip out the actual pathway of learning because you completely avoid the fact that them go overseas and go learn. They're in between people that's actually producing them to be better personnels overall. You skip those facts. You skip those facts because you're xenophobic and you really don't want it to be one Jamaica. And that is what most of these personnel's problems are in football and in Jamaica. And that's why I come to the conclusion that you will never have the best team ever in Jamaica because you have a lot of xenophobic and bad-minded people in Jamaica. Period. A lot. And they act very well. Let me put up this right now up on the screen. So I think 30 minutes was a strong 30 minutes for me to say what I want to say, you know? Yes, I never had time yesterday because I said sometimes my game is better off than can come in here and talk on these topics, to be honest, you know? Because it's like the same regurgitated thing spinning in circle overall. We're going to go through the article here. Bless up, John Powell. And we will give it additional information on Greenwood. The one with football in education. The one that was learning from 5 to 15, not walking up and down. Simple. Yeah. Dean Fraser, big up yourself. What happened to you yesterday? I don't do video every year, you know. I don't do video because I'm desperate for YouTube money. You know? I do video when I believe that it need to happen. You know, I do video when I have enough information on the paper and it need to happen. Me not come out here because I just want in a people face. I'm desperate for super chat. Me not join the something there. You understand me? Yeah, man. Carvel Stewart has been one of Jamaica's downfall in football. Too much own, but you have a lot of them young and them are the same thing. You have too much corruption, man. You get me? And that's why we can't see certain things. Remember, they move the goalposts every single time, guys. First, let me tell us a 15-year-old and 14-year-old can't come to Jamaica because they can't travel and all sorts of story, all sorts of different metric. And we prove that all of those things are not right. Because I told you before that worldwide people traveling. Then they saw Italy trying to get 14 years old, 80 of them to go to Italy. Why? Because they are learning, and they are not they are kid in their age, but their task at hand is way superior than Jamaican kids. Because clearly, when you're 18 and 19, you're still Jamaican kids. Even when you're 20, you're still Jamaica. You're still a kid. And when you're 21, you're still a kid. When you're 17 to 15, they have a lot of things doing on their plate. Check that. Ask anybody in the real world. All right, in the real world, ask anybody. All right, these are things that people need to know, man. These are average things that people need to know. You get me? Let me put up this. Sorry about that. Yeah, we're there. We're chop up it, man. We're chop it up. Give it exact vibes in the morning. What need? You get me? Yeah, but what was it Bradley or we are going to go through the article. We are going to go through the article because we have to always be the one standing here to make sure this is possible, that a man can feel like he could play for Jamaica one day and it happened, you know. Not if you leave it up to these xenophobic asses, it definitely won't go any other way. It's obvious that the student slash player who are educated at an early age would be ahead. They had a head start. Okay. Well, clearly in Jamaica, majority of them man, them not believe that. Them not believe that. Them are go pull a bag of metric and tell a bag of story. So when most of them coaches do them do and a sell narrative, other people agree with the narrative. That's why they they get to sell it. All right. Yes. Bless up. Bless that documentary. Janu, as someone from Harborview, me shame. Well, I'm telling you, we're stand up man. Dead with laugh. Up JD. The guy says his game is better. Well, we are going to go through it, man. Early morning, you know, so we know me have to wake up some morning. You know. Mike Larry, big up yourself, man, in Canada. Massive respect, man. Thanks for being here. Not just because something occurred one off means it's the standard. Well, that Jamaica thing. Remember, so exaggerate everything, you know. So even if something not happen, because the things they want to not actually even happen. They're just magnifying things and saying all sort of things. But it not happen. They're just lying to themselves. And it show the xenophobic come through that. Because even if something happen, them just use the same opportunity to act like it happened. And then portray what them really want. And they realize that they don't really want the other man them to come in at the team. You get me? So that is the problem. That is the problem. Them really want it. But it only takes some so-called opportunities to present itself for them to lie. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you something. We're going to laugh. I'm going to laugh with you. What they are using now as a big opportunity now. Big opportunity. Because remember, we're straight talkers here. What they are using as a big opportunity. I'm going to show you how wicked they are, you know, as a big opportunity. Whisper Richards, because we're gonna get on that. Whisper Richards, that's what they're using as a big opportunity to equate that kids can compete with other kids overseas, right? I'm gonna chop up something because me's a man straight talker. Me no go run corner. All right, Whisper Richards them I use every time when we talk when you talk about Whisper Richards. What they talk about Richards, I'm just going to give you the opportunity. What the first thing they talk about Richards, what they brag about Richards, was it is it that he trained in Jamaica, or the raving reports was he went to Brookhouse? A Jamaica Brookhouse go? A Jamaica Brookhouse there? Everything on the brag about Whisper Richards is overseas. So then, you can put the same context to say your sister Jamaican kids can compete with overseas kids? Oh, that makes sense. When we talk about Leon Bailey, what we talk about Leon Bailey, was it in a Jamaica in develop or overseas in the same develop via 60 different clubs? Just answer me honestly. I want to see someone lie to yourself, and sometimes people come and sell enough juju juice. I want to not even realizing. If we just put the sense to sense. Just put it together and tell me if I'm lying. Just tell me if I'm lying or I'm not making perfect sense. Just put the two persons that we brag about and rave about. What are the only thing we talk about when it comes on to those two players? No overseas development. Be honest to yourself. No overseas development. The one that we talk about and say, yeah, Richie come here. No Brookhouse him go and stuff. Me never hear them say. Him develop a Jamaica and him can compete with the rest of the world. So it still remains that we don't have the subsequently situation at hand dealt with. It is not there. So we cannot come and lie to people. The problem is our ego and our bad mind is aligned with the actual truth. So we confuse. We cannot put out the truth out there and just stay with the truth. We have to show xenophobic behavior at one point. And I saw it goes through the coaches them. And I heard someone come, I think it was JT that came here and told me that no care how long, once it's not a Jamaican coach, it will be the best way to pick the team. And I do agree. I do agree. Because no care what metric you use, me just name out the two ball line when them always used to find. And no care what metric them use the overseas. So what that makes sense. If you take so that not different from what we that try to say. If the academies them is up and running 20 or 15 in Jamaica, nobody would complain. Mr. Speed would not come here and say that Mr. Speed would not come here and say that football development need to start run. Them that pick all the local ball line because them can compete. But if you can't lie to people. You get me? And that's where it makes we not productive, because we can't even love ourselves as human beings. And that's why there are people so upset the other day when I said I don't see color. And I explained myself behind the don't see color thing either. Because if you want a man over there to love you, why you for start off and hate him for him love you? If you hate somebody in life, if them not forceful of you, oh, you think it a change you're gonna make. People try find every way around it. I'm saying me no see color in life. You know why? My kid is white and black. You think me gonna tell herself to score up her face by every black kid or every white kid? For a reason. When you say the mentality is wrong, man. And that's the problem. Because that's how you separate people who are born in the land from people born overseas. It in everybody. Me see Mr. Butler come here so and tell me say the reason why Hutchinson in a Chelsea team, in the comment section, you can go up on the video. The reason why I'm in the Chelsea team, it is because in their England. You know, she said poison everybody. It poison the whole of them. So Anna Carvel alone stay so. The whole of them stay so. Them a liar. I mean, I really want to hear nothing from them. The whole of them a liar. I'm tired of it. The whole of them a liar. The only time them come around is when they want beneficial treatment. Either them want some money from people, them switch them out for the time being. But once you see something, them true colors come out. But my true colors are always there. I'm not going to ever change. The people that is more educated will always get the advantage. You get me? And we talk about football education. So if you don't like that, this is another channel for you. Because I'm going to sell propaganda. So the brother will come in this morning, me no sell propaganda, me talk straight. Big up yourself, one. Thanks for being here. JD, the entitled called you sick ballad one. You are a good man and always champion for the youngsters. But that me I do. Because me literally blow the man in cup and I say, yo, them youth are really talented. Them youth are really talented. And all of the youth them will we keep on a pick out. All of the youth them will we keep on a pick out to the man in cup. Them they want academy. Oh, ironic. Them they want academy. So we can't lie to the people, but we keep on a try use that same metric for use it in a sense say Jamaica can compete with everybody and Jamaica have the best of this. When the two hype man. Try be something before you want to be the greatest thing, man. Be something first. And that me stand up for. So when the person come and talk about, oh, you always want to put Suriname and put this and that over other people. No. I always want to put education. I'm not going to put no corner, man, against people who educate themselves. And I care, if you drop your pride, you would have seen how real me is from day one. And why the rest of the world can respect me. You get me? I'm too egotistic, man. Big up yourself, DNA, man. OAD, man. What we saying about football education? No. I have said, because clearly, every time in Jamaica, the reason why Jamaica can't reach nowhere, because you have a bunch of egotistic people in the country who think them know everything in the world and them not have the qualification for nothing. And then because of qualification, they can know something, you know. Them not even want to educate themselves on the thing. Them just want to come out and tell us that them know it because them have talent. And in a football, physical talent, physical makeup is like 30% of actual football. Okay, if you're big and dunce, you're not going nowhere. You understand me? Yes. So that so without the actual body embodiment of schooling, you have 70% of football that they cannot attain. 70% in it cannot attain at no point. So then so then you're gonna match up with other people. So that we are practically saying, because I am saying that there is no man who walk this earth at 5 to 15, will never kick a ball, never go into a academy, or never go into a program, none at all. I go compete with nobody. We are doing nothing from 5 to 15. It's not possible. And even if it happen one time in a 1 billion years, that don't make no sense. That simply means you go wait for 700 billion years to pass for you get one team. For you get one team, not one team, one starting 11. So that is called ego at its finest and zero education towards any approach. Zero. You understand me? So that's what I was actually saying. I really hope Greenwood will choose Jamaica because he would be the big main he be a big main to our midfield. No, he will play the striker. He would play the striker. And it looks like it's going good. It looks like it's going good. All right, Hush Puppy, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Chris Smith, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. You know what thing, man? We burn the fire when we can. And we see at this morning, me have time. Me never have the time for come on last night. So people, we complain, me never have the time. All right. And JD, all our top talent went abroad at some point. But it is just a fact. But them keep on always mistake that them always left that out because them want for sell the narrative. You get me? Them all they need to do, force the kid them in academies. Force any amount of kid they can. Force them in academy. And try get them educated in the football thing. And then we will have what we want. But we always want skip step. Realize most of them always want skip step. They want jump from square zero and tell a bag of lie and then go straight to square top. And then they're going to fall off like a big stone. Because that no work. Education means you have the ability to repeat the steps. That's what education means, guys. Education means you have the ability to repeat the steps. Simple. So if you're brought down after going through the football rings, and you have to start back over, you're mentally prepared to go back at a lower level. All right, look at Mason Greenwood. Look at Mason Greenwood, guys. Look at Mason Greenwood. Look what will happen. Look what will happen with Mason Greenwood. Look what will happen with Mason Greenwood. Let him drop to a lower standard. Let him drop to a lower standard and see with all of the problems happening in his life, he has $1 billion and then all of a sudden he drops down to nothing. Look what will happen with him if he's not going to drop down. If he's not going to drop down and try to fit in and do well. If he leaves England, he's going to still do well. You know why? It's very, very simple. It's very, very simple. He was taught to under certain situation, the mental side of football, the physical side of football, and the media as well. It's called football education and pretty much socializing. So you know what they're gonna say in Jamaica? If you're 20, you're 17 and 16, oh, the little kid, and you have 20, your little kid is just a little youth. But look at what a 21-year-old I'm going through. We did 2 videos on him, and we never heard one person come out and said he's a little youth. The one person that opposed to the conversation, he never mentioned that it was a little youth at no point. You understand me? At no point they mentioned it was a little youth. Yes, so all I'm saying, guys, don't make nobody come fool you. At no point they mentioned. Don't make nobody come fool you. Stand up on your own because Uno have a lot to do with how Jamaica turn out in the future. Because if you left it to them selling propaganda and them benefiting at the end because a lot of them want to make money off it as well. They want to make money off it as well. So if you stand up, guys, then we take away Jamaica from what Jamaica stands for, which is out of many one people, not out of many land people. You get me? Yes. Don't make them fooling the guys. You get me? That's why I took my time out to make sure I did this video. I was going to only come back later when I have the other games them to do, which is the other countries that's playing in the competition, that's when I was actually going to come back. And I said, no, man, you know what? I'm going to take my time out and come out and deal with it. You get me? Yes. Big up yourself, Dr. GG. Just a wake up. You know, miss nothing, man. You know, I just me a bonfire. My son, Mark Chambers, big up yourself, said, my son, talented, and me a coach him. Soon put him in an academy. Good job, good job, good job, good job, good job. All right? All right, so outsider, big up yourself. Whisper number one hater. What have you ever done for Jamaica? Otherwise, sit down here and bring down others for views. All right, outsider. Check everybody else where you say I bring up every Jamaican for views and compare me with them. You would have dropped down. You little fool. All right, JD. We are not good at football. We have one player in a top 5 league. Check how many players we have in the MLS. Our star schoolboy footballers that get a scholarship are not getting drafted in the MLS. Big up, yeah, man, big up. All right, yes. Outsider, you need to take away yourself. Yes, but he could stay because tell you what, we don't censor anybody. They can stay because he's gonna learn because he can't comprehend. They are very slow. All of them people, true Jamaica have so much fool people. At them fool people them used to sell them propaganda. Believe me. If I did sensible people, half of them people no get to with them I get to with. I am telling you, in a Jamaica football circle, I be a fool people there. Them and I ask you. Because you see, if anybody have remote sense, half of them people not get to it with where them I get to with. All right? Yes. Exactly. Jamaican people always blame the wrong person. Blame the wrong person. JD, from understand football, are the same concept the JFF have to pick a team. Yes. I'm sure improvement, it's okay. It's okay. You see? A man come and say, whisper number one hater. You get me? Whisper number one hater. So that didn't get from the conversation. So duns. Incredible duns. I've always told those ones, take your phone and go sell it and go to school. You get me? The learn for comprehend. Richard Cook said, bless up. How you doing, man? Hope all is well. I disagree. It is possible, but very unlikely. A boy I played with at Chelsea was the best forward in England at 15. He actually never played football until secondary school. But what you just said, and what pull back the video, and what we have said. So how long you're going to take to full up a 11, and that's where you're going to come back. That's where you're going to come back and say, you agree with us. How long it's going to take you to full up a 11? Reason he never made it at the top is because he was a midget. He didn't grow, but technically and the IQ weren't great. Okay, he learned to play football by watching old Brazilian, but never touched a ball. All right, he still had a good career and played in the championship, etc. All right, education means you're teachable. That's why these players in academies still can have an alternative to football. So it's not a lose-lose situation. It's a win-win situation. Thank you very much. Show improvement. So when we come here and said we are preach education, why so much people are trying opposed to it? JD, I don't mind wherever the players are, as long as they can represent Jamaica, let them play. But I'm telling you, John Powell, if you just listen to some of them and then pretend very well, them don't want nobody. Outside Jamaica play for the team. And pretty much, I don't. If you check them straight, guys, they don't even want nobody outside for them circle play for the teams. So them don't even like that Jamaican players them. You know when I use that and learn? When I listen to the Manning Cup. And I start come out and tell you who actually play good. Then you learn, say, only certain set of people. Because majority of the country guys them, the country schools them, they were the more educated footballers them, footballing wise. And they look by far the more superior players them from day one. And I said it, and people said I'm selling out. Oh, I must country my band. Why am I come out and I say that? I mean, I say no, clearly can see. What more you need? What more eyeball you need? You clear the system and I pass and move and I use football fundamentals that was taught by somebody and clearly the other man just run up and down and be big, fast and strong. It clearly tell you. It was very evident. In the end now, everybody jump on and say, oh, yeah, man, we didn't know that from a long time. No, at the same people that burn me out when we say, this is very clear. The next man better than the next man them. You get me? Youth development here is so behind the curve. Me study how and I've typically our talent get exposed late. Only ones that did well is the ones who leave earlier. Very good, very good, very good. JD, will the game be streamed? I can't stream the game, but I will find links to get the game to be streamed. So don't worry, sir. People connected to Jamaica football just switch the agenda to fit their narrative. Well, that's what I'm seeing, and that's why I came to call it out, and I did it early. You get me? It is so nice to see our national flag in England in the English Premier League. 1,000%. 1,000%. But it now have to be a man from Jamaica put the flag in the Premier League. Every time you see one of the other players, them eat and Pinnock and them man they come up, you see the flag in the Premier League. Just the same. You get me? JD, the coaches pick the players that they see. They think it's the best they can get because that is only who they see. But that's what we have said. First responder. But we are realize why that keep happening. You get me? Why it keep happening? Because you have too much of them people in the surrounding, and we have to call them out. Football Vision, 18 hours. Big up yourself. Bones TV. No man, we just go and do a thing early and respond to the article and show that people still out here that want one Jamaica. Not just act like them want one Jamaica for people beneficial gain. You understand me? Yes. Outside, probably one of them. No, man. I just believe me. If you check him account, it's a fake account. Him come with them. Does not have the balls to approach me. If you ever know who all of them people I make them fake account to come, you could have dropped down. You could have dropped down. If them ever come in from them real account, you would have dropped down, big boss. All right. Them fake man. Watching football and studying was what great players do. Is a crucial part of education. Yeah, but that not mean say you take the thing serious, unknown. That mean you take the thing serious, unknown, and you're gonna learn. Now, educate yourself, unknown. That's information you're gathering, you know, and then you check to see if it's accurate, you know, unknown. So not the same thing we are saying, but we only tell us that teachers can teach you. Because you know some of them stay already. If it's not a teacher, it's gonna hard to break through. If them don't want to stay them yard, all them are gonna sit down and listen. You have to have some rules around them. That's what me I say. That's why we got to teaching. True. They only want foreigners for their money. 1,000%, man. No. We did a video the other day, and we said we knew that people would have fought back. And him to come here. Mason Greenwood and stuff. You're gonna see some person all of a sudden they got morals all of a sudden today, you know, and turn up now and they want to make certain statement. But remember, we have documented this man, so we know that it's not because of this situation. Him does not like the person from overseas. You get me? Him does not like the person from overseas. But I've learned that it's a lot of them overall, because anytime you see them start make excuse and answer the thing like we no watch football and we no go to the same places as where them go to as well. For say where them say a lie and them come and fool the Jamaican people them. But true them want to be fooled because they might get the end result to hear see them great. When I lie the people I tell them, all of a sudden my bad mind. You get me? So that's the whole story bounce. I mean I bring it out to show you say that's what them do every single time. I'm now gonna stop burning it out. JD, I've been listening for a while, and everything you said is spot on. It happened right after me talk. Right after we talk, every time for the program, it happened. But they don't want to hear, they don't care. Me said the man go back, the commenter go back to four videos, and then go forward to Simon video where a white man the it attack. And every single thing when I come out and say, you know, the video where him go back to, you know, where him not listen to, you know, but through the same white people with them eat, him bring back now for said white man said that, but him never listened to the video. And me I say, you see, it here does make up a story. Because here him start talk about Suriname and all sorts of things. So you know, say, him not talk about nothing what me actually saying in the video. Then just try to make up a story for cloud the thing. Me I tell you, if it's down to Jamaican people in the country, nobody from foreign play for Jamaica. None. And them fool themselves and get a bag of 50. Blessings, fan of mine that. Big up yourself, man. Me, I tell you straight up, none of them can compete with nobody overseas in the same age if them not go academy and learn football. It not happen. It not happen. No fool yourself. No, and me I stand up and me can tell anybody that in them face. Anybody will claim to say them a coach of Jamaica. Me can tell that in them face. JD, if they used the only local players, we are going to be in the dark ages. No, that's just no, we can't just say that, because that's what they used and blew it up. You know, put local players because that don't mean much. But the people when you go on and learn football, if you just pick them off of the roadside and say them big, fast, and strong, them are going to get 20 and 50. But if people come out of respectable academies that's learning things to improve, that is all right. If you pick 11 local players that go and do the job worldwide and learn, me not have no problem with it. You know why? Because me know we have a football educated team. You get me? And this not have nothing to do with the youth them. This have to do with the people where I put the people in a team and I fool the people them. Make the youth them get the proper education that they can compete worldwide. And stop try twist the narrative and skip the line. Stop try skip the line. And then that's why we have so much failed footballers. You wonder why we have so much failed footballer? Oh, ironic. When Maggie tell us say he never learned nothing in Jamaica and that set him back. Why nobody never promote a video there? Why nobody never promote Maggie when him talk? You ever realize that? So you know what culture is. So you know what culture is. The golem, all of the golem boy them, go back to them. Go back to Shamar, go back to Maggie them, go back to all of them and hear them actually say. Go back to even Mr. Andre Blake, where we glorify and we burn out always. And hear him say, go back to all of them. And them I tell you, say education are actually the improvement because no disrespect to the leagues in Jamaica, but in not teaching nothing. The man just said that a couple of days ago, you know. I'm in a hear nobody under the video actually. I said, Janu Star. 100 Blake, sell out Jamaica, man. No, I mean we don't have strength for. Go back on the video Andre Blake do a month ago. Go up on any one of Maggie video them. Go back on Fleming's. What? No, we can't find that one because it was on my channel and that channel get shut down. The difference is mainly coaching at youth level. We need more elite and qualified candidates around our youth. Look at Ecuador. But Jordan, that's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. We're not talking about local or overseas. When we can be objective and reason and don't talk about local and overseas. We can talk about football in education. That's what we're talking about. You get me? We can drop it down to that because I said if it's 11 of them that's qualified and not the ball, we want to see it and we are support it. But you will always hear them say you're not gonna have 11 English born players in the team. Why? That clearly tells us that the age them have for the people them. You get me? At the age. Because me and this I said that and every man where they are England would love that. Because of that them really want it go to. Because they want the country can be sustainable. And then everything can be quality. You just pick a base of quality and then more you get a youth can out there and get some money for helping family and them stuff there. But them not even try that. Because them selfishness I hit a block that from happening. Because if they do the right thing, Jamaica will reach further. And we get enough money for build more academies in the country. But them don't even want that because of them selfish pride. Because of them selfish pride are the problem. So I hope you understand what me I say. Hopefully, JD, who say Greenwood can play for Jamaica? He can play for Jamaica. He can play for Jamaica, top boy. It's sad. Sorry, early in the morning, these people get up with their negative, hypocritical mindset. No man, real baller, we just did this video and it's not morning for me, it's 2 o'clock. And people was begging me to do the video from last night. But I never did the video from last night because I had other things doing. So if I had done it on 2 people here, I would have still completed my video and you watch it later. All right, real baller. I think the real reason the coaches / player and others don't want educated footballers are overseas footballers is they are afraid of being embarrassed. The overseas players will highlight ineptitude. Yes. But look, we had a guy on our program, and every time I have to talk about that guy, the Kingston Academy guy, he literally said, you know what I like? What the man said? The man said, it's not all of our players are extra talented, but we are teaching them. And over time, they are going to come up to the level. Go back to the video from Kingston's Kingston Academy guy. And I'm saying, oh my God, look how long I'm waiting from somebody in Jamaica to just have some humility towards life. Everybody me hear, oh, greatest thing, biggest thing. And I fool the people in Pitney. At that side, Kingston Academy I have 65,000 million people going overseas every single time. And they have 65 million matches I go play overseas. You know why? Because them approach things on the right side, and you can go on the man page and so much games them play with people worldwide. But that was the thing I respected most from the man. Because the man does respect the sport, and I try to give it to people. And I say, his dream is to make sure as much local players evolve and them can compete of their own, or them can self-sustain. And that we want as well. So we are talking about the foreign players, them. We want Jamaica to be as up there as possible. We want it as well. But we realize we can't be hypocrites if we want to achieve that. Because we don't have the education to get that. Mr. Speed come here, and that's why Mr. Speed I try it, and that's why I never respect Mr. Speed. Because he make a U-turn and he say, boy, we don't have it, you know. We have to go to find it, you know. And then we get enough money to keep it here and then develop it. Because we don't have it naturally. So we're going to get it and come here and then educate ourselves. I'm going to respect Mr. Speed for that 1,000%. And that's why they fight in Mount Pleasant Academy. Yes, man, I heard the story about him, man. Sad, man. Still think we won't move forward until JFF understand 24 to 27 shouldn't be there, be the importance. That's why I said make a Jamaica be and start some academy with algorithms and take advantage of the opportunity. 1,000%. CPT, big up yourself, man. Thanks for being here. JD, who said he can play if he decides to play top boy. You have rules for minors. Are underage, which would have classed as 21, and you have overage after 21. All right? Yes. Every current and former player said the same thing, JD. We have too much pride, and that, but tell you what, sometimes other people come to muddy the water, but all of them videos where the former players them attack, guys, I promise you, if you hate me, go and listen to the former players them. And remember, you know, me I said the thing them before we have them on the YouTube channel, you know, go and listen to every one of them. I'm going to promise you when you come back here, you're going to respect me. Because, and you go back and, obviously my channel down. My last channel down, so you can't get to see. But everybody can attest that I'm saying these things before the man them come here and tell you. You understand me? There's some prideful people that want to take advantage of Jamaica's system, weak system. That's what they're using now to get their little manipulative moves out there. You get me? And that's what we're trying to stop, because we want Jamaica to be places. We want the players them to go there and do them thing. I stand with you, JD. I can't understand how people think semi-professional can stand up with fully professionals. But Mr. Speed, I said that, and Mr. Speed was the man where to go against that. And he must say that now flat out, saying it can't work. It can't work. We are just lying to ourselves. And we see it over how much competition. But you know what we do? Use one situation scenario and then tell a bag of lie around it. You understand me? Because true, we're xenophobic. Or that particular person is xenophobic, but him not hide it and then I use the situation to get over it. And then fool you in a eye now and true them come off as more real Jamaica or them in a Jamaica. You say, yeah man. Real Jamaica, true him attack. No, not true him attack. A beneficial treatment him a get. But you not see it. So just read between the lines, man. Lee Young, big up yourself, man. Thanks for being here. And JD, it happened in the U20. A player, I think it's the same. Lambakisi might be mistaken. Lambakisi, yes, Lambakisi, yes, it is. Mr. Drew Fortis, I want to hear your take on this. I want to hear your take on this because this is the hard talk, It's called a content cracked for reasons, because these we no pull punch on these contents, We are put it out there. You understand me? And we are call out people. Andre, yes, we read that one already. On point, Shavan said, all right, massive respect, man. We are chop it up, man. My son born in US, he's 4-year-old, and when I ask him if he want to play for US or Jamaica, he always says Jamaica. Nice. Love it. And don't CPT Rico, don't make them change your mind. Don't make them change your mind. Because that's what I'm here fighting for 2 years. Because I saw it from a long time. Don't make them change your mind. 2 years, mid-year, so I fight for the same thing. So if you pick the feel like you want to play for Jamaica, you build them up. You see the guy the other day, what's his name again? Devil Dog, I tell you how much the youth them love Jamaica. You understand me? How much the youth them love Jamaica. You understand me? And I'm give the explanation. Them man they seem like them love Jamaica than me. And a lot of we in Jamaica we are destroy Jamaica. So why they should be pushed out not to represent Jamaica? When in the end, with them representing Jamaica, we have a better chance to get something to help the other you guys them in the future coming up. You understand me? Because more money. People, you don't understand how much money that's floating around. Between youth 15 and the national team, just on the man side, I'm just going to ask you, just to want to test the crowd. Between youth 15, no, youth 17, because we're talking about the World Cup. Between youth 17 and the national team, guys, tell me how much money you think if Jamaica qualified. Not the girls, just the boy alone. From youth 17 to the national program. Tell me how much money you think Jamaica would have gotten if they qualified. That's all I want to ask you. And then once you put it in your own money now, you see what I'm trying to talk about, guys. So I want you to just give me a vague money. And then we chop it up and show you how much money it is. So you have youth 17, youth 20. And then you have the national team, and to some extent you have Olympics. But take the Olympics out of youth 17, youth 20, and the national program. How much money you think? We're not talking about the 5 million where you get every 4 years. Take that aside. Let's talk about money in qualifying money. You are gonna get for the national team, it's 9.8 million US dollars. And it's going to be 12.8 million US dollars within the next year. 12.8 it's going to be within the next year. 12 just for one team to qualify. 12.8 million US dollars. So that's what's going to be after. So that alone is what Usain Bolt lost, the 2.8 billion. Then you have the U20, and you have, and I'm not talking about without winning a match. Without winning a match, at all of the competition, you're going to clear over around $13.8 million. $13.8 million just to turn up. And then you calculate the 13.8 million US dollars back to Jamaican money, and then you see what it can do. Tell me you can't work my 25 academies out of that. You see what I'm talking about? So that's why it's good for we to take it serious from now. So we can reap the benefits in the future, because we don't have the money. We don't have sponsor. We don't have nothing. We only get the FIFA money every single time. And that's why you always hear me a champion, get the best players suitable for the job to make sure we can win in the long run. It's not because we want the best players in the team now. No means in the future the Jamaican players are not gonna be the best player. If you develop the man them and put in the actual academies and make the youth them, you see it? Yeah, it comes back down to you don't really trust the players them. Because if me I try to get the academies them in the country, so the players them, the talented players them, can actually get in there, so we now have no more excuse for say why we can't compete with the rest of the world. So why we fight that? Because of that happen, But the only way it can happen, because we clearly have enough academies to compete. Are getting the best talents them now. We see the rest of the world do it. You get me? And them are do it naturally with them having the best players them. Mexico have the best players them, and them still a recruit. So them still a do it overall. You get me? But I'm just saying, even if you don't want to do it after, the only way now is to utilize the people that's better. And the people that's better, 1,000% is the overseas personnel them. 1,000. And nobody can argue with me otherwise. 1,000,000,000%. You can't give me no other metric. We tell me otherwise. None other. You understand me? None. Other. None. It's not possible. Instead of opening more academies, I feel we have enough. Let's pour into the ones we have, and for the clubs that don't have youth academies. We help. No, man, you have to put academies, you have to put infrastructures in place. Jews Fortis, you can't do that. So you know what you're doing then? You're just trying to bolster one generation and left the rest of them behind. But if you have the academies, them, you have generations to come. You're building a footballing culture. You just want to just go there and just try to build up what you have now. No. Because if you're going to, look, remember you're talking about the locals, you know. All right? If you're going to pick up all the best players them available for Jamaica, you're still not going to pick the local players them now. You understand me? And if look, Jews, the problem is that what you're not factoring, most of the development them take place from 5 years old to 17. All of them youth that we are talking about Jews are past 17. So what you're gonna develop in them, Jews? You get me? What you're gonna develop in them now? You have to go for the programs them and put them in place. So every kid that is 4 or 5 year old now can take advantage of those. You understand me, Drew? So I hope you understand where I'm trying to come from, because I want them to be able to compete with the rest. Rockford, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Too much old man in Jamaica football, JD. Them still live in a 1998. Yes, and they must feed the virus to people, man. Owen, big up yourself. What's JFF reason for not reaching out to? They said they reached out to him before. Yes, 20 million. God bless you. It says around 13.8 million. It would have come up to just on one side. We don't factor in the girls. The girls' money kind of a little bit smaller, but it's improving with a lot of sponsors coming. And Jamaica might be getting more money for the ladies soon. I will tell you why. Because we saw a deal coming up that other countries working on, but it always come back to benefit Jamaica because it's always around the world. They have to split the money. So Jamaica have some more money coming in on the girls' side soon. Some people, if come out on football, yeah, that is true. That is true. Yes, around that Javan, it could rise to that, but just to show you that the money is there. Two words, JD. Some people are there at Jamaica and a dump rubbish pan battlefield. I've seen it with my own eyes. They need to do better, man. They need to do better. Wow, aren't Jamaica supposed to be picking the best available players? Yes. But the metric changes. The metric changes always for not to do so. You get me? Yes, because sometimes they come and say we are fight against the ghetto youths them. Football never determine who if you get to or you're foreign. It's about to get the job done. It's Jamaica. Stop talking about ghetto youths. It's Jamaica. So Jamaica, that means everybody. So you're trying to tell me, if uptown people don't play for Jamaica either? That's what you're trying to tell me? Because you keep on saying ghetto youths. So uptown people don't play for Jamaica either? Uptown people are not Jamaican either? No, we can't look on it, someone. Stop that like a single-minded thing. So for the JFF, them for stop it's the single-minded thing, and also the people in Jamaica when they can make a difference. You know, for stop the single-minded thing. So you know, for stop the single-minded thing. You get me? Yeah, man. Only a few coaches in Jamaica force players to pass the ball on the ground. I feel but it's gonna get better for now because you have some good programs. YouTubers tell us that Alex Marshall's skill set is better than the JPL. Yet this player couldn't start in Canada Premier League. What's that saying about JPL? I am very concerned. Okay, fair enough. Clubs are not academies. Mount Pleasant did put the infrastructure to try maintain their team by building an academy. The issue is they don't have the age group players to play with. Okay. All right. Kevin, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Anderson, big up yourself, man. Yeah, man, we are trying to chop it up, man. Anyways, we are 50 minutes in because you know we come with the information and let we go through it now. So, anyways, No Reggae Boyz recruitment of Greenwood Stewart. All right. And they said former national assistant coach Bradley Stewart. All right. Is dismissing the idea of Jamaica accommodating English-born striker Mason Greenwood as he contends that it would have morality questions and the perception of the Reggae Boyz being solely depending on foreign born talent than those homegrown. All right. So what he says, it would give off the image to state that Jamaica have to depend on the foreign-born talent and not just homegrown talent. But that is just on the perception part. All right. He talks about the morality question as well. But Jamaican Guna talked about that the other day and burned down the building, rightfully so, with that statement. All right. Yes. So the problem is now, this statement, where it's wrong, yes, we are depending on the overseas based talent because that is to know where you are today. You understand me? Thank you very much. Sure improvement on the scoreline there. All right. We are only going 2 hours on this one as normal. All right. Yes. Later we will be on the Imaxit talking about actual football games. Yeah. So the morality part question I can go through 50,000 more names. And they played local players and they played for Jamaica just the same. You get me? So the morality part, you can throw that out the window. You get me? Clearly, England morality part a little bit different because we showed you recently a man never got convicted and he went to try and play for a club and they throw him off the club. So we can understand that they're setting a standard. We can understand that they're setting a standard and they don't want that and but the morality part in our side, I can't say that. You know, I can't say that because the record does not speak for it. In England, the record speak for it. So we can understand. You understand me? And so he's wrong on every single side. Clearly, he's a dinosaur onto reality. So clearly, he's stuck into the 98th part. And if you go back to the 98th part, it's the reality is it's the guys them from overseas come and make us go over the top and no, it's the guys them from overseas came here and make we qualify. Came here and make we qualify because people act like so we did have no hope. So we are qualified. Go back and research the story, guys. Go back and research it. Or go and listen to René Simors. So because tell you what, them man don't need for lie, Them don't need for lie. Go back and listen to René Simors. Because people act like we didn't a poor position to qualify in 1998. Him tell you the truth. Him never pull no punch. Him never try to make nobody look better than nobody. But him tell you, say, them man come make a qualify. So then why we want to spin it? You understand me? So him coming off with this statement, it don't make no sense none at all. You better never say nothing. I guess Morocco had to depend on foreign-born players as well. These people are something else. Who are Bradley Stewart? And you have the next one too as well. Two of them named Stewart, Yes. We want the best available players, irrespective of where they were born. But me telling a sure improvement when I come here and attack, when I think me mad. When I think me mad, but no realize I saw them think. So when I realize a long time I telling you the truth. You get me? Yes. Me listen to them. And every time you see them come, when I come go like to all them youth there, when them come, them will all go as far when the youth them come for train them tell a bag of life and the youth them, them not good. Just to make the Jamaican people them think say them not good. And them have cues with the coach them, and in the end, the coach them to pick them. Them will tell our lies for fit them narrative. Me I tell you. Because them in cahoots and they don't really want to pick the players them. Yeah, man. England national team, not even this Greenwood, but Stuart feels Jamaica are the biggest thing. It turned around once. The 3 English-born players, yes, but the coach that did it said that's the case. But every time every Jamaican local born spoke, they are speaking different. Which the truth is, you're just lying to yourself. You understand me? You're just lying to yourself because the truth is, them Englishman them come here, come make a qualify. No care what you want to say. Because the coach, I tell you that. And we never in a no position for qualify. And the man them come and do the impossible. To how impossible it was. One of the man them reached the all team, the world team. And that man that reached the world team, people, if you're young, it was Dean Burton. It was not nobody else. So why it never be Tapper Whitmore or Walter Boyd reach the world team? Please tell me why. Oh, I try England him come from, don't. I try England him come from, don't. Too wicked, man. Let we love people, man, and lead with love. And stop lead with hate. And pretend and spin around corner. We don't like the people, them, man. So no come out and stop pretend, man. But through it benefit, for get money. Always. Thief, con people in every different departments. That's all no spin around. Every time, guys, every department you look on, them con people. And just money them want. That's why them have to entertain people from overseas. I will say some of them player, yeah. Because I don't know why they think we have world beaters in Jamaica. Bradley need to stop. But I'm more than one of them. A whole heap of them. It only a proof. Shea Evans was actually convicted, but it was overturned and he came back. The guy that was kicked out recently was sued and lost. Yes, I know. But remember, we're just saying that they're keeping a standard, a moral standard, one. All right? So it's not like, so one. The other day, one of the local barn guys, and the same thing him get shot, him got jail for. So him get called up back for the national team. So where the morality comes from there. That's all I'm gonna ask you, one. Please answer that one. All right? What Bradley Stewart do for Jamaican football for he coming out telling Jamaican people Greenwood should not play for Jamaica. Kiss me teeth. What I'm saying, too old man talking about football. But I'm telling you, Top Boy is not just them. It's a belief system. You get me? It's a belief system, man. JD, it's weird. Oh, everyone is talking about Whisper going to Newcastle, but we don't want to use any players from England. Hypocrites. Yes, of course they are hypocritical. They use that opportunity to say that they have 60 more. It's just because we are filling up the country with overseas players because they are xenophobic. That's the problem. You know, brother, let's look treat the man. Just look treat, man. Just look treat. I'm telling you, you're gonna see the truth, man. It's 100%. Drew Fortis said to put us on another level and for us to qualify for 2026, we need foreign-born players. No cutting it. Well, what he's trying to say here, he's trying to say that it should not look like we are depending on these people. We should have out of the 24. 20 local born and 4 overseas, so they should be the icing of the cake because in 1998 that's how we qualified. But Drew Fortis, in 1998 football is not as how it's now. That's one good thing we know for sure. Facts. You get me? And other people recruiting, so they are better developed country than we, which is Mexico, United States, and Canada, and they're still recruiting. You get me? They are not telling you that they are not telling you that all of the play. They are not telling you that they're not depending on overseas players. You know that sound in the first place. That sound like you're just creating something out. You're just trying to build something. Because no American would put this post out there. Oh, we are not trying to rely on no overseas people. So they stand those man. We're not trying to rely on them. We need to have one right back extra. So we can put on him and then this come on as a substitute. You listen to that. The ego. Chris Smith said, JD, before the English players came, we lost to Mexico 6, Costa Rica 3-1. Everybody gave up when the English players came. Everything changed. We were doing really bad before. But Chris Smith, I was old enough to know the scores. And you're 100% facts. But they will not tell people the truth. They're going to go around the sheep mentality and twist the narrative. You get me? So guys, from we know ourselves, we were depending on everything we achieved, we were depending on overseas players. So we don't even pretend and that story is otherwise. Yes, Lee Young. I just never remembered his name. We just never remembered his name, you know. But he got called up the other day. Anglin is his name. He got called up the other day. Whenever I hear people call morality in question, JD, is it this year Gold Cup going to keep 2023? No, I think next year. Next year. I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check it. Um, yes, there is a standard. Being arrested don't mean you should be kicked out, or we are all at risk of losing everything. The Goodwill and Greenwood situation are slightly different though. Yes, because both of them got cleared up in the first trial. He just never went to any civil case. He just never went to any civil case. So that's the difference, you know? The same Dino Stewart did say Paul Nuffy be coach. The Monday 8 overseas. Yes, that was the next one. Yeah. All of this makes no sense. This coach is not a yes man. He gonna pick the best players, but we have more than one team. You know, we have more than one team. Jamaica will never ever qualify for nothing with 1998 remedy. Man them for go away. Yes, man, that's true, man. Facts. Blessings. Stefan, how you doing, man? I am receiving my Jamaican Adiza kit today. Okay, all right. I heard that I should have bought a lot. The diaspora has played a crucial role in anything good Jamaica has done in football at every level. And that is a fact. A fact. And that's what we need to sell. So we should not be trying to get away from people. We should try to just merge the damn thing and say anybody best should play. We kill the narrative to say that people need to be in youth teams to keep development. We show you all the listing of the majority of the teams them and majority of the teams them that's using the same developmental methods as ourselves. They go outside and got all the best players them to come to their team. You know why? Because they're giving them a chance to say choose us when the time comes to play at a national level. So that means we can have the proper developed players from day one. And if we have one or two come through our ranks, everything is good. Yes. But what we do now, true with xenophobic, oh no, we're going to kill football here and there. Foolishness. It's just a next means to bad mind people. You have leagues in Jamaica, you play the league, you have money cup, you have everything. And most of the youth them will go overseas. Liam Bailey never played in youth football. So him turn out to something. You saw life funny. When you say Whisper get called up. He never played in youth football. He never play for nothing. So him get called up. So you see, the lies you not tell on yourself, it not even add up. The lies them on telling yourself not even adding up. Because the people will not rave about never playing a youth football in Jamaica. So and they never play for the national team. So what that tells you then? That tells you the method that you're trying to use is just a lie. You just hate the people. You just physically hate the people. That is the only thing I can say. It's just a lie. It's just a lie you're trying to sell. And we don't need to go there because it's one Jamaica. You understand me? Because the people we brag about is all personnel that gathered information overseas and never representing the youth teams them. So we want people, please explain that side. I'm going to open the phone line for people to actually explain that side. We want people to actually explain that side. Because everybody where we brag about are overseas, them going to develop, you know. So then, work out that. So guys, please, when people come with them xenophobic behavior, you need to call them up, stand up, because everyone are Jamaicans, yard and abroad, everyone away. Don't make them come up with them something and get away with it. Only trample them. You get me? Big up yourself, Rosie. How are you doing?
Loco's back. They never hear that line then, Loco's back.
So what go on? Big up yourself, man of God for the subscription. Yes, so what say you, big boss, CC? You come in the other day, call me Shinehead.
No man, It's one post, man. A man look like he must say, "I'm burn out all the YouTuber, all the one shine him." Hey, that
Wicked
just
them, a
laugh.
wicked
That
them
just yo.
man. A wicked them
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
How we there, Sado? I try put out the information for the Jamaican people them. But
But yeah, what? There's something called there's nothing as bad publicity. You see me?
no man,
Like
it's car, but no man, no, that foolishness about nothing, no, that me hear a whole heap of man I use in Jamaica about nothing, nothing is bad publicity. No. When me do my video, them I want the right people them subscribe to my channel. Me no want a bag of duns and idiot towards my subject subscribe to my channel. Me no want numbers. Me want the right people them. Yeah, me no into that. Me
you
no,
know
me,
nobody subscribe
No,
to your channel.
me not just sell. Me never just that. Me tell people say me no want certain people subscribe to me. None at all. So me no put out. Me no pamper to people for subscribers. Me no do that. So no tell me that every publicity is the right publicity. Me no want everybody subscribe to me. Me want the right people them. We want educate themselves in a football and we talk football and have a good socializing ability to subscribe to me. Me no want a bag of fool people subscribe to
I,
me. Straight up.
I want thinking about yeah. That one that you know so we are real African a be a war.
Yeah, me tell me
A be a
about
war.
every publicity, alright, publicity. Me no want every publicity. Me alright with less.
Every time I come over here some war, it's like me have to say man it's a war channel so
Yeah,
much.
man, a war channel, man. Me no have no problem. Me no have no problem. Me no have no problem. Me a fight. Me a fight for your cause. Me a fight for your
That,
cause. So me have to fight when me come out. You get me?
you know, so me I say come like say if you always have to fight, but anyway, I just saw someone say I'm gonna slow them calm. Yes, them man they always just come just say certain things. What me I say is, I see an article saying there's no recruitment for Mason Greenwood, and I'm like these people must drop and lick their head for one black or something because if me, without thinking, JD Mason Greenwood is possibly the best player eligible to play for Jamaica.
Yes.
Without thinking. This youth is up. Right now, I can't tell anybody this. Oh, yes, if the man them say Rashford and Martial them at Manu, and them I say, oh, them youth are good, well, them need to go watch Mason Greenwood.
All
Because
right.
I think this youth is better.
And I think
I'm
people
just,
couldn't argue with you if you say Mason Greenwood better than Marshall and him stuff there. People that say yes, him need more experience because Marshall they are on, but you wouldn't just throw
yes,
it off. You
yes.
wouldn't just say a
But,
foolish is the attack. You know, you wouldn't just come out and say a foolish is the attack.
but me I tell you, say, oh, when we look on the youth, play JD, me I say, oh, if we can get this a youth, with all the Demari Green, we would have run down on long. If the youth can come play for Jamaica, I can tell you, one, the biggest boost I gonna be is that if we get this youth at talent at the youth at this type of caliber, enough other young youth are gonna look and say, yo, watch out, man, come play with you. Like people would have want to come play with the youth. The talent of the youth possess. And a normal baller. But you
Facts,
see,
facts, facts.
at every given moment, it's like we just find some way. We just I don't know. Cause guess what? If we see England running for the youth again, at them time we see we are run. We can't be I'm gonna tell you, we are not proactive, we are reactive. We can't be
Mm-hmm.
the front runner. We
Yeah.
can't be the front runner. We can't be the man where say, all right, see the youth, go for the youth, and be the one out there. Isn't me? We always have to be the one where we see a man and look at a girl and then we go and run in.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like we never see the girl a long time,
Yeah.
but it's like a that we want.
No,
So
man.
I say to myself,
No. You're him rejected Jamaica one time before.
eh?
Him rejected Jamaica. Man of God said,
Before.
up JD, blessed morning. Don't like your headline. Oh God. No reggae. And on my headline now. And on my headline, man of God. Literally at the Gleaner headline. Me just put it there. And
Yo,
on my headline. And literally. Oh, you say you don't like the Gleaner today? So man of God, you can't like the Gleaner today. Continue, Rosie.
yeah. Wait, somebody said he rejected Jamaica. We have
Yeah,
proof
no, that
for
them put in. I
rejection.
said him rejected Jamaica before. Him rejected Jamaica's advancement. So that's one of the ways them, because remember him start him story, If them don't want to feel like them a depend pan foreign players, and moral standards,
But me say, JD, half of them money, check the man them right now. Half of the man them have youth are foreign. Half of them pick them are not Jamaican. If them want me to say that then. Half of them youth them are not Jamaican. I mean, I'm being people youth tonight. But enough of them have youth overseas. Why the hell did you go overseas and get your child? Why never make him born yet? Why never make him born for the ground yet? For the dirt, for the dirty dust, out yet? Because you are look for different, more upliftment and more opportunity worldwide. That is what I look for. You know?
Facts.
So if me now decide to migrate to England and me get kids and my youth them grow up, me I listen Bob Marley and me I watch Usain Bolt run and me I listen all kind of things and me I listen. Me have a Jamaican household or me have little connection to Jamaica same way when me have, you know, the youth them grow up and them say, you know, so that me I say them play ball and me them a reason and me say, I want to think about Jamaica. Isn't it? Like coming out and make a decision for you. But me I say, yo, I put that in them space too. And I say, all right, daddy, you know, so I'm gonna go try out for them. I'm gonna go pray for them. Isn't it? So when them and them want to go pray for Jamaica now, as a Jamaican, as having Jamaican heritage. Remember, you know, them and I'm born at Jamaica, and quite possibly me probably not even carry them from Jamaica.
Yeah.
So for example,
Facts.
me have them a foreign or 15 years, me have them with them. I never had them come as none at all. Where I go tell me say, the man they can't come play because them born over there. This is the reason why me will never say, man, I'm going to tell a man saying can't complain.
But Rose, it a go change. It a go change soon here because they say all them will go overseas now. The whole of youth them will go overseas. They realize them a try to live overseas now. So you know, them pitting them a go born overseas. So we have more players them a go
exactly,
overseas more than anything. So you
exactly,
see 10 years time from this,
exactly.
them a go have some 10-year-old and 15-year-old
Yo,
I try to play for Jamaica back and this a go
JD,
bring this a go show the real xenophobic behavior. And you're gonna
JD,
realize that just who have connection to the land, them prefer more than anybody
JD,
else. You're gonna see it. Just
when
watch.
him there,
Me
all of the
just see
farmer,
a situation happen this time, as well, But me not say nothing, Me just make it slide. I mean, I say,
all of
see
the
it?
farmer reggae boys them, all of the farmer reggae boys them,
Yeah.
JD,
Mm-hmm.
all of the farmer reggae boys them youth are fine.
Yes.
If
But,
them
but
want
them,
to big
no,
up for that, them
they
youth are
were
fine.
not perceived as that none at all. They were not perceived as
They
that
don't-
none at all. Them come in like them there Jamaica and born at Jamaica. I saw them come in. Me not hear nobody
Well,
talk like them a part of the
they
foreigner
don't
them.
know,
You
they
realize
don't
that?
know, they don't know nothing about Jamaica.
Yeah, but
Everything
we know
want to
that.
go there.
We know that.
Oh, but know about Jamaica.
All
A
right, so
foreign them born.
so
If they come to Jamaica,
Ian, no, Ian Campbell
if
said
them alone,
Ian
if them
Campbell
alone
says
that Jamaica then last.
Ian Campbell said, Morning JD, Greenwood never rejected Jamaica as he wasn't formally approached. Well, true they said he rejected and that them a print out and the gleaner every minute. First time I hear the person said it, me a question if I did true, You get me?
You know what the problem? I'm here on man said on the radio yesterday, JD. For example, we hear so one shooting go on in a one scheme where I say, oh, we are gonna say, oh, the men jump out of the bush and fire some shot. When I say the police said that the men jump out of the bush, we are gonna say the men like we did it, like we were there when time this happened, This
Mm-hmm.
man up printing again, Mason Greenwood rejected Jamaica. Before them say, oh, it is alleged, it has been said by JSF or
Yeah, but
somebody. So whichever say,
no, because JFF said it. When them read the article, and when them talk about them want to approach him, and them it said. So it look like them a
but
take on. It look like them a take on the responsibility from other people who reach out to him, and then them a give them people in a position. So them are the next one we have a call out too. You know?
that's what me I say. It's like to me, the man them find every reason to not say or they not call certain youth and something. We never I can't tell a man a drama. Look on the youth. A lot of these youth, no more than likely, say Mr. Green will go to boom and come and play for Jamaica. The man probably end up by a home at Jamaica,
Mm-hmm.
which contribute to the economy. The man probably start come and vacate at Jamaica. All of them things, brother, will lead to economic growth. Because the man start spending money in the country. So all them things have a trickle down effect in the JD.
Facts.
All them things have a trickle down effect when them not understanding the English pound, the man, brother.
Not a question.
If me say you
Facts.
want to
Cool
be
or hard
selfish,
facts.
if me say I want to be selfish, I'm saying I want to get a couple of them ball here, because eventually I want them have homes here. When them have them youth here, them come here with them summer vacation, anytime if Liam Bailey will live here, or go overseas and him come here, every time the man get a chance, him come here. Imagine them other youth that them did over there. So when them want to warm weather, they must say in Jamaica, it is, boom. Then come and so, they spend 1 2 weeks, they must spend their money here. All them things are trickle down in our country. I mean, I talk about buy home, I'm not even say stay at hotel. Because the man them get
Facts.
comfortable in our country. Oh, yeah. When the man
Facts.
them come and them buy home and them a go uptown or them a go in a local areas where them know say, isn't me? So the man them get to come in at the place and the, all them things lead to growth within the economy in terms of trickle down effect. And in the country, in football now, rise from a level where people we start when our local ball them a come out of the local country, go under the team. And can start migrate and go overseas and play. Isn't it? Like all these things is like a 10 to 15 year, it's like a 15-year segment. It's like I say, in a 15 years, you would have seen the transformation of Jamaica through the football.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
But you see, a lot of persons don't want this. Them just bad mind, gravilations and acting or something, brother. It's like them can't. Let me tell you nobody this. If me I build a house, JD, and then you get the work as the new Mason, you get the work as the new contractor. When you come, I started the house now. You come and you broke down everything, and I said this can't work out. But I know you are feel it. And the person who build it, I feel it. So you see, I know the JFF and them people are feel it, brother. It's the very same players with that Jamaica or want to get to go overseas. It's the very same country I feel it. It's like what I say is it's not them directly I feel it. You get what I say? It's like the young players them will come up and want get an opportunity overseas. And them I feel it because the football is not growing in terms of we getting eyes on us. We now get the global recognition or we can get in the next.
Let me just say otherwise. Let me just say we are get the global looks. But we don't know what they talk about. The
How
man
do
them
I look
man them
forward,
still a
brother?
bag of liar, brother. Which
You
global
know the
looks?
reason why people look. You know the reason why people look forward. You seeing both of them people, brother.
Me don't know
So
what
people
they
look
talk about.
around.
The man must lie, man.
So people just look around the corner and saying, all right, oh look, oh go check out Jamaica. Then. And then we see where play one local football match and because of Usain Bolt. So it's not because of no football. It's not because of one football player. The man them
No,
can look around.
skipping step, man. Skipping step is skip it. The man them no want the man them ego and them skip too much. They want to skip all the steps in the world. And I realize when they skip step in, you don't know nothing. You're done to everything.
Brother,
When they skip
brother,
step, you're done to
the man them
everything.
not understand. The man them not understand. So the youth them can get them opportunities. It don't really matter because at the end of the day, opportunities are gonna come when time the team are flourish and people start looking for Jamaica and say, oh, all right. So because you're going to see players who are locally developed coming through in the team. You're going to see. It is a given. Because people there here can play football. So it is going to happen. But do not force it into once you have the best team on display, it is going to happen. Mean so you need to flood the team with one bunch of people you try develop and try reach to a little no because this what happens. It's going to be the journey is going to be longer, more frustrating, and probably not going to happen. So we are going through this a journey. 22 years now or something. Imagine in a 22 years, or 24 years, or 25 years, and counting. Imagine if we were employing the strategy from longer time and I say, oh, we just know, say, you would have a Jamaican heritage, we recruit players, and we have players come play for the country, and we have the elevation probably would have been at 3 World Cups today and
Facts.
people that look forward different. But tell people
Facts.
this enough.
We'd
Let
have
me
a
tell you
better
reason why.
chance, I'm
All of
sure.
them,
If our attitude was right, we have a better chance. You get me?
yeah,
Because say really and truly, at the other day, Mr. Speed start turnover. And you hear my tell say most of them Jamaican people act like them know too much. You know? Our education right the real thing because when them go up against the man them were in the country where go up against other people outside. I tell us education it take for the difference. So we're not gonna build about the career, we're gonna try to put the best players them forward at all times. I will hope the coach them put the best players them forward. So when them talk to him next time, I gotta ask him, say, my brother, when them not pick the right player, the JFF them don't have a clause to step in. Like we have a secondary personnel where assist and as well. You get me? Because
oh,
clearly if you have no name and you have any affinity towards the country, not the country, but locally, there are gonna always be a slight bias towards them selection. You understand me? Yes, so we want somebody We know you say you want to get back some education in the country. That is true. But some of them can stay up on the sideline and not have to be coach. If you learn. You understand me? Them can stay up on the sideline and be some two times understudiers in order to learn. You understand me? Yes. Me not think them necessarily need for being a coach. Me be
but
straight
but
up.
but 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 me just a try show you the drama. Say at the end of the day, me I tell a man, say brother, if me no JD for you, me want be. If a man say want be doctor, him go put him investment in a medical thing. The man say want be lawyer, him go put in investment in that. The man
Mm-hmm.
them say they want be coach, brother. The man they not invest in being a coach. If me I say you want to be a coach, I want to be a coach for a certain level. Me I try every way to reach in Europe, every which way. As the man who want to be a coach, but guess what? The man want somebody to do it for
Mm-hmm.
them.
Yeah.
It's not
Agreed.
like
Agreed.
somebody can help you, you know. It's not like somebody can assist you, you know. There's a word, all right. There's a word say God helps those who help themselves, and then say, "Oh, God made man in His likeness." So look into it, you know. God made man in His likeness. God help those who help themselves. So mankind are gonna help who are help themselves, brother. If you not help yourself, me can't help you.
Facts.
Because
Facts.
if me go to save a man in a river and he not try help
I'm not
himself,
help
I
himself.
swear we have a drown. Me I left him in that. Because
You and him are
so
dead. You got it honestly ready for save him, you know. And him now and save himself and I go down and him dead weight, you know? And worse
exactly
if him if
when
him
a
grab
man
on
says
for your
save
hand,
yourself,
dead too, you know, with him, you know. You can't
when a
draw
man
him
says
out.
save yourself, exactly. When a man says save yourself in a JD, him not say, you know mean say yo, you're going to be doing it literally by yourself.
No,
But
no,
him a
no,
try
no,
to
no.
do it. You have to also skill in the game. Because we have to see the level of dedication we put towards it. It's just like when you have a youth and you say, boy, you tell them say yo, you will get them a bicycle when them young or a tricycle. And then them have them little savings. And if you want to grow them on a certain level, you say, yo, all right, me give you allowance. And you want a pet, you say you want a turtle. What you gonna do towards the turtle? So you teach them like a responsibility. So eventually they come on and say, oh, Daddy, you know, say I have the money to buy the turtle. They know what you do. You go buy the turtle and put a call of the money in them fund.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like them in themselves feel like say, yo, they actually it's like you know really them have to tell us yo, them actually buy them turtle. When you buy it, you know. But me just tell us yo, is the way in which you approach the situation. It's just like them man with some grown men, brother. Them have to understand it. There's things called scholarship, my boss. But a scholarship, you have to be doing certain things to get the scholarship. Sometimes a man gets a scholarship in his second year, in his second semester. After
Mm-hmm.
him pay in first semester. Isn't it? So some man lucky to get his scholarship from day one. But it's not because him get it on day one, he had some prerequisites. So he had to be paying for something before. And because he paid for these things and he achieved at the highest level, he was allowed to move on to the secondary level and a scholarship. You understand? So it's not just a man get up and I say, yo, he want to be a coach, but what? You just want a man to just carry someone and the man a
But
coach, the
but
man have to teach
but
you.
CC, the fact we there's a reason people tell people say, um, we want the most educated coach. And people try for twist what we are saying. Tell you the level where Jamaica they in a football. So then find the other people and we have no educated coach. Just go around in the world, the entire world football, even some of the poorest country. Why them invested in a more educated coach? Then if why is it Jamaica the only place on earth where we believe that we can just figure things out because we just naturally talented? Like
Yeah.
with education, nothing involved, none at all. It's just naturally talented. So we are gonna be better than everybody. We now have to learn nothing in football. We can live on the corner till we are 15, and we need. But at the same time, you know, listen, you know, why we believe that. But at the same time, we want everything to be given out to us. You know why? A man never play for a team. Oh, if we go in a national team, a man never coach. A man never coach in no registered place, you know. But him need to be understudy and need to get a him need to have a job in a national team so him can learn. So
Exactly.
then why we are so good? Why we are so good, but we can't go to do nothing for ourselves? We have to always get the thing. That we need to get the thing in front of we, because with that good, we don't need to have no experience. We need to just get the thing. So if we are one youth, we know for play no football, we know for know nothing, and we're talented. So we are going to the national team. If we are coach,
Well,
we for just get a job in the coaching, because Jamaica, we have to develop the coach, and the coach have to be in the national team. You know, have to look at job no else, you know. You know, if you look at job nowhere else, none at all, you know. Only in Jamaica, only in Jamaica alone, pan planet Earth. Go and check every other country. Only in Jamaica alone, you hear someone if they're in a national team because him talented. And only in Jamaica alone, you hear say, a man for get the coaching job, we need to give the coach them some space because we want them to develop. So want to forget a job in one different country? Want to forget get a job in the country and dominate? Want to do something? Why we so great, but we cannot do nothing to get the job? You know, I want to hear it struggle me, you know. I want to hear it struggle me, CC. I want to hear me cannot get the answer feet.
It's a eat a food mentality, my boss. But now I want up the line.
Yeah, man. Respect.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, man. Me cannot understand it. At the only place on planet Earth where me always see come off the way there. Yo, I'm underneath there. I'm underneath there in a team. The coach need they're on the team to get some experience. What about go to get a job? What about go get a job to get some experience? What about that? Like, you know, guys, we have 106 people here. Hit the like button first. We even tell you in a 1 hour. We see saying eat it because we see them on 4 likes, but we never really coming for the likes today. We're coming for quality. You know, see that as concerning. No, miss ask you 106 people there. You know, see that as concerning. We always try to force some things without no actual, you know, do nothing at all. You always want to skip every line and not do nothing at all. Because you think you deserve to be there. We see it in our players, people, handlers of players, and we see it in our coaching in the country. So you know, I'm not concerned over that. Let me know, guys, because me have a big concern over that. Good afternoon, big boss. How you doing, man?
Yeah, man. Morning, JD. All right, so that is whole thing we are talking about since morning. I just want to bring up a thing. So, His Imperial Majesty said, let us not be too proud to face honestly and frankly the fact that by the standards of the modern world, the African people today are poor. So the problem, just to bring that over to the JFF kind of thing. The thing with these people is that they are proud and they have too much pride. In order to get better, you have to be honest looking at yourself and say, by the standards of the modern world, our football is not where it needs to be. That's the first thing you have to look in yourself and say it doesn't matter if to onlookers, we have to get people from outside. That's not relevant. That's irrelevant. We just need to get the people that can move the football forward. Because a lot of time people talk about the diaspora and not being diaspora. A lot of countries build up through diaspora, not only in football, just in every other field is diaspora build up the country. In the 1990s, it's the Chinese diaspora was building up China until now, and China can develop itself on its own without the help of the outside people. So in Jamaica, it kind of puzzles me when we have people in the diaspora sending money to Western Union every single week, sending barrels come off every single month, every year, every whatever, and we live off of them things there. But when it's time for the people to send their youths to Jamaica now, so we take everything else. But when it's time for the youth to send, for the people and for send them youths come to Jamaica to represent us, then it's automatic. Then all of a sudden it's a problem. So if we can develop, and remember people sending money to Western Union, we're building houses and all these things. So why do we think it can happen where they can send them players as well and we develop the football? So when persons want to have a certain quota system now and say, we need this amount of players in Jamaica, persons don't understand that generally, it's just simple economics. Simple economics. Competition make things grow. So even if the youths aren't in the team right now, when the foreign players come and show them how good they need to be, the players will automatically get to that level, and over time, without even trying to put them there, the local players will be there. Because they realize how good they need to be. They realize how good they need to be. So we talk about Alex Marshall, we talk about Maggie and all these players. And the reason why these players don't develop a certain way sometimes is because we kind of mislead them. So as opposed to we tell them that they're good and they're great, as opposed to saying you have a lot of potential.
Yeah.
That's why you should be telling the players. Say to them, say, yo, you have a lot of potential. Don't tell them that, yo, you're a great player. Because then they go elsewhere and realize that, yo, I'm not
So
great.
me ask you, caller. Me ask you, caller. A gentle is a call. Gentle is a call. Me ask you. So what you say different from what me say on my YouTube channel? So why so much people hate me, but everybody I say big call? Because now the same thing me say every day.
I
And the
mean,
same word,
when
the same exact word in them. I mean, if my voice rougher than yours, you know.
this is the one. Listen, the one. It take effort to do what you do, and you show your face and everything. There's a person's always can have somebody for cut and for them to like, oh yeah, and everything there. And whereas because you're a man when you're not up on the ground, you're in Jamaica, a lot of people then sometimes they not want to hear what people
Okay.
outside have to say.
The
You
dip
know
on
what I
the ground
mean?
talk.
You know what I mean? You know that one. Sometimes a lot of people and sometimes a lot of time people don't understand that a critique is not the same as a criticism. We use those words interchangeably, but they're not the same thing. Criticism is when you only focus on negative. Critique is when you give man a positive also highlight the negative as well. You know, so
Yeah.
if people don't notice them thing, they say if you say something about a certain man, a man says, oh, it's just hate, you hate the man. As
Yep.
opposed to saying, yo, me really just think this is not hate me.
Yeah,
You know, so
but we'll come here and talk even good because today I had to respond to a brother because 2 years ago when I worked in the channel and talked about the Jamaica, he was on the first person tried to go against me in the video. Roger. He went on Simon video later, I know,
yeah,
and then he came to me and said, so what, bro? He's there. We watched Mr. Preston, and it was confirmed by a scout in England. Come on, fam. I did this video, 8 days before Simon did this video, 8 days, That was the first video that came out for Whisper, and said we are gonna go abroad, He may watch the video, he may listen to it, say me I take information and write down thing, and I tell people say, oh, let me be more civil, let me don't beat Mr. Butler them, we'll figure things out, let me structure things the right way, we get the information, then when the 6 comes, we will see what will happen. We are doing just be organized. But the man seems to be upset. Oh, the next statement. Oh, me know you don't like that this. I have not said that out of my mouth, Him does make up a story there, you know why I put it now? Because him have it for say me hate the local players them. So him already make it up in his head for say me no like when him me see what happen. But me no see nothing happen. Me no see a man going on a trial. Me no see nothing happen. That a standard practices worldwide, Standard practices, And it looks like say
yeah,
me for come out and jump the draw. Yo, big talk. Greatest thing ever happen. Greatest whatever happen. A standard practices. The difference is him in a Jamaica. Him no know nothing about the average standard worldwide. And me the worldwide I see the average standard. So how me go react if me more educated in the matter? In the normal to me, caller. But it come astronomically great to him. But it's a standard thing for me. But him can't think on no other side of him brain cell because him no open to nothing else. And him swear think him right, Cause me tell you, if you talk to the man, him swear think him right, And Minister said, John Star, wow. You see why we can't reason because him so wrong. And him can't understand me because clearly you don't know not what me know. But me know what you know, or me go through the basis of what him have, and me have more than what him have as well, because me come in a different society as well. But me know the other society as well. So me can relate to him, but him can't relate to me on top of what me go learn. And all the man can say him thinks is a hatred. I mean, say what? That's something wrong with them people here, man. Something wrong with them because my build a video and me actually go try give Craig Butler them credit in the video, and every one of them come with a different approach and I tell me say me no like the player and me no like Craig Butler when I made the only man on the day build a video and say me now go to the star, yeah. Me I say opposite to me learn overseas and me a win me and it did and I say yes JD because me when me did go I want on tryout that did that man the coach never know. So me come out with the approach of supporting Mr. Butler them. But every time them listen, through me now go raving over the top. Because if you ask me the best players them in the Caribbean or in the region, me not go say I whisper the best player. Me not go say it because it's not true. It's not what me see. So me not go come and telling a lie. Them want me for come telling them something for fool up them head. Me I watch other people. If him turn out to be the best player in the future, no problem. But me not go tell the same the best player now, which is a lie because the people will argue with me. Now watch the other players them. Them only I watch one player and expect me now where them give the task to go around and get information worldwide for come and tell them lies. So what is sense me what I go worldwide for? No better me just stay and make up story. Every time a Jamaican video come out, me just tell her how great it is. And just collect a super chat them and go. You see, some man can be here honest. I learn football and come and tell the truth. Cause look, me not cut your gentles. When me come here and say, when me come here and say, boy, I think say Malachi the best player is still here. Me hear other people talk and them try to go everything around my conversation. For say Malachi Douglas are never the best player. And then at the end, me hear the people still come back and say Malachi Douglas are top 1 or top 2. Them it literally try for not said Malachi Douglas is good. And Blake is good because me I say it. So it leave from and on the truth anymore. I just what me I say and for say the opposite of what me say. But when the fact come out and the award them give out, and the people might get it when me I talk about. So you have to swing back your mouth and say something different. You understand me? So that show you say I just pride as well you say and no education. Because if you'd watch football and you'd study football, you would have know say the man them was clearly some of the best players them in the league. And by very much average statement, look, Blake would have to be one of the best players in the league because the only person who actually stopped the next man who not say the best player was Blake. You see it? But all of a sudden now, the one game they never watch. You never watch the one game there, you never look at nothing at all. But yet still you're gonna come with a conclusion. So too much of the same people when have no education on what they are talking about are doing in the power. And as you said, the pride. So no education plus the pride are the biggest downfall for Jamaica football. Right, what me see. And that's why them coach you. Yeah.
It's foolish pride. If you look at even Jamaica thing overall, just overall, every other thing you can check out. You realize politics coming up from the 70s to 80s, everything tribal, you're forced to pick a side. You know what I mean? So even though you're forced to pick a side, if it's artists, you can't say vice cat, you rate vice cat and alkaline at the same time. You have to pick one. You can't say like Phoenix and Kingston Academy at the same time. You have to pick one.
Okay, why? So what to Jamaica? And the Jamaica told them still ban. So why me can't talk about both of them? At Jamaica, the two of them sit down pan, you know. Me never know say Phoenix have a own island for themselves and Kingston Academy have a own island for themselves. The two of them they're the same place. And if with both of them existing, it helped Jamaica in the end. So why should I be picking a side? Me not need to pick no side. You get me?
You're not supposed to pick a side. You're supposed to pick anything that moves Jamaica forward.
Yes,
but then what happened?
Me not go talk about both of them. And if one of them do better, me I say that man will do better today. And if the next man will do better tomorrow, me say yes. So people bring a pitney there, so bring a pitney there, so me advertise where for bring a pitney for evolve football in Jamaica. But you know, as I said, them stuck on you have to pick a side. So them stuck on the tribal behavior. Them not go on no educational nothing.
You have to pick a side, and a lot of times these grown men don't want the football move forward or anything at all move forward. If they cannot say that I was the one that was in power or me directly in charge for this.
Me do this.
Me problem. We have a me problem in Jamaica. Every man wants to say me do it. The man can't just say, yeah man, the man never just do it and do it well. And give everybody them credit when the credit is due. So we kind of looking, we see it, and as we say, people will say don't just the messenger, just the message. But what we find oftentimes is that we hear the message and know the message is true, but when the messenger give it, it's not the message, you know. Them just not appreciate JD brain. Because when the next man say well, them appreciate that them on the brain and think them on the smart, them take it.
Gentles, people, more you go up. Me tell you which video you go up on. Me look on the video. The video said the video that said the one that react. Let me tell you what it name. And you got us when you watch me just a beg you know for just do that for me. One thing me that beg you to do in a life for do for me. I'm gonna show you where we can't reach the way. And we're the same part of our biggest problem because anytime we talk here, we bring down white people and other people. I mean, I can show you, say, because that we praise, you know. I can show you, there's a different conversation, but I can show you something. The one we say, shocking report on Dujan Whisper Richards. This is the name, this is that the title. Trials. That shocking report. But if you go in there and hear me say, everything I say in support to the player and the coach. So that's how I say now. Me tell you about all of the procedures, them, the different scouting departments and everything. More you go on Simon channel now. And let me tell you, how long this happened, you know. Let me tell you how long it happened. So you can me I can show you how wicked them is, you know. This 8 days ago, the shocking report. 8 days ago. Let me tell you all when Simon bring up the video, but him comment and tell me say watch Simon video, you know. Alright, me gonna show you. Me gonna show you when Simon video come out. I'm gonna put out video every minute, so clearly mine's them not hard to find. Simon put out 60,000 videos every day. So it's harder to find it, but me gonna tell you where to go. Let me tell you now. Alright, so this 7 days ago, and it was not alive. It was not alive. It was an update. All right. 5 days ago, what is the latest with Whisper at Newcastle? So if you go there for yourself, you realize I'm going to do the thing 2 clear days before Simon and the guy did it. And every word where the guy said in the video, every single word where the guy said in the video, I me said it before, 2.5 days before. And at the same video, the man come and diss me when me say the exact thing what the man say. Just watch the 2 video them. Where you're gonna laugh. You're gonna see, say, I just ate Tridge. And you hear the man them always a fight against white people, you know. Over there. Real talk. Yeah, man. Me hear what me say. In the video, guys, the same man will love white people. And I'm here the man we always say, keep it balanced. In the same video,
Yeah, man.
up to now, the man the same no Whisper. Up to now, the man don't say nothing in the video about Whisper. The man saying hear about it just like how when you hear about it via the actual newspaper. That is what the man say. And the man give you the knowledge that he has and how procedures goes. And that's why he ended up on the same side as me. And then me hear people in the same video I say the man a talk about Whisper. The man a say not about Whisper. Gotta listen to it. And if you have any sense of actually detailing nothing, you come and tell me otherwise. I'll know the man that said nothing about Whisper in the video. I'll know. Because the man clearly started with him, don't know nothing about Whisper. Clearly you don't know English then. If you come and say anything different, you don't know English. Because your man come from England and we know. The man that said nothing and me and we know, I said the same thing. And me I see people in the chat. I said the man that talk about Whisper and I said the Whisper there. So clearly him don't know nothing about English himself. So some of them need to go to English class because them can't comprehend. Them literally can't comprehend. Because if you listen to the damn video, the man is saying nothing about Whisper. Nothing at all. And me hear people in the chat after listening. I tell Chris Smith say him not listen. I tell Chris Smith say him not listen. So you see the stupid confidence we have? Because you don't have no brain cells. And you're so confident. Because you tell the next man where I taught the truth, you know. Say him not listen to the video. Me listen to the whole video. The man say nothing. The man give perspective on top of the procedures. You understand me? The man not say nothing. I mean, I said, no, me understand why people follow up argument in a category so. Because some of them man, boy, it's sad. It's sad. Go listen to it yourself. I promise you, if you listen to those 2 videos, you come back to the same conclusion as everybody. And just go in a chat and you realize that them people don't listen to nothing. For you call a name, that's it. So that's why they couldn't understand what I was actually saying. Because them hate me so much, them block them brain from anything reality. Anything reality. Them not hear nothing what I'm saying in the video. Yeah, so Jenny, you're perfectly right, my brother. Perfectly right.
Them just don't appreciate. I said them just not appreciate your brain. I said not you alone. Because regularly you see a man down the road and the man it might make sense to do him myself. But because he's just a man down the road, people don't have to listen to him. Whereas if you listen to him, it makes a lot of sense. I see everything I'm saying.
But no, the white man them with them always come from my channel about me love each up beside white people. And that the reason why them are listen to it because of the white people here. Because of that them are saying.
Yeah, but even that day, you say, even that day, I remember the day you talk and You have some man that come inside and want you bash Craig there. And
Yeah,
the post and
I'm
me say, yo,
not doing it.
I'm respect JD if you don't follow the type. Because at the end of the day, this could be a simple miscommunication. Probably Butler never did say nothing. And him run him out, but he really wasn't supposed to say anything. That's why I'm deleting the video and stuff like that. So I was like, all right, hold out, I make us because time will tell you.
And gentles, what saved me? What we fall back on? We say at the experience we're having in Europe by knowing how the transfers them go and how footballing run. And the scout them, they naturally know much about the coach. The coach them know nothing about the scout them. The scout them in a different department. So the coach not have to know, and the coach speak. When the coach write this, they write the response from the coach, and the coach speak that exact way there. And that me say to the people, them look on the writing. The man say it's possible that him don't know. Him just physically don't know. Him not hide nothing from nobody. Him does not know. Physically don't know.
And then it's the team, and I really feel structured work.
Yeah, man. I mean, I tell you, man, it's stressing, man. But that's why sometimes people are cussed to say, me no come back. Boy, right now, more of my brain cell them stay intact, you know. And a super chat me do YouTube for. You understand me? So if me no feel good, me not come on. Because me can't bother for worry people. I when me come here and say nothing to what them talk about. You know? Because our fight don't make no sense. You know?
Every channel have an identity still, you know, every YouTube channel.
Yeah, man. And this are the eight local Jamaican identity. You know, the 8 local.
No, man.
Them say. Travis and him friend them. Them say. Yeah, me see them. People say me clip of them. Them say 8 Jamaica. You know, that's why I have to bad up Travis every day. You know.
You see the identity I hear each other. These are man. These are basketball man. You see me? So, but we usually play football and look a bit and watch it and them stuff. So when we are come back to the football and I want them something there. We are trying to learn. So when my 40-year channel now, I know I gotta say something what I never knew. That's why I listen. When I listen to hear, I look mix up thing and them something there. Because I want to hear something, I want to hear about like a rule change around this. Or when you are going to Europe, because I say he's a basketball man. So I can't tell you if the when I can't tell us that player right there. So I don't usually play around this. But I know so I can come in and tap in. I might say it, I might say, all right, I look for myself because JD say it. And I can't just take JD word.
And me saying you go research feed. Me saying you go research too, so you can be on the same plane as me. You know?
Everything have an identity. So I know say your show, you not have no inside information. You come say the article where we are gonna reason it up. You get me? A next man show now might be a show where it's a mixed up show. So if it's that you want, you can go over next man show, and that is okay. You have a next man show now where him have inside information on the JFF thing. And you have to go over this stuff. That's you can't pressure them on the face. You can't pressure them on the face if you talk like JD, and you can't pressure JD talk like a next one.
Simple. That is true. And you know, me never yes, I always say no. Because when we just start out, it's like people want to make sure you make a stance who you are. You understand me? So me now go down the side because me first let me say a JFF man. When we just come here. Because when we just come here and there's 2 channels a day here really with me and two channels when we come here. 2 channels that do live stream with me and them that do live stream at the time. And one day when everybody come out and say, yeah man, Bono JFF, them to give you them the money. I don't know what happened, brother, but me just say, brother, look at it. Mexico get this amount of money. United States get 13,000, but them are the highest, and because them have different other sponsors, that's why them get that. But everybody else get under that. And Jamaica not do nothing that much in a football. So why would they want more or the same as Mexico? That don't make no sense. And I think them are rob Jamaica. Brother, the amount of both my mother me get. Big JFF boy, and them start get overseas man now for come work for them and I work here try look with the JFF Alex Bala come and tell me about my mother. That's the second video me did on Jamaica. The first one was the hype up Jamaica saying that Jamaica have the possibility to go places because of the overseas guys them. And I brought the information and we reason it out and stuff. And that video they get like what 25,000 at the time. And how much likes and me get around 1,000 subscribers on it because it makes Jamaica look great. But once me start going into details, I hit that. But me get for realize me listen to Maverick and them man there, and all them do, they only talk on face value. All Jamaican YouTubers do only talk on face value. Them not going on not detail and nothing because them always have connection with somebody. and them want to keep them
Yeah,
connection. So you never can get
and
a
them
straightforward statement and detail in nothing. So when I listen to him the other day, even in bill about people too bad mind in Jamaica, everything I'm saying make no sense. Because him just say something flat out and again no information behind it. So him no make no sense. And you can pass that on to him too as well. So I say him no make no sense. If you put me and them people go up on one stream, you never listen to them again. Me nah ask you. Him no make no sense. A big idiot that. You get me? I run behind man. You get me? Him have no knowledge. Him have no knowledge. I be a face value them do and trick Jamaican people. And me I telling you, if you never eat me, you go back and look at me and say, I want to get it. Every one of them that them do. Face value, them do. The entire country a face value them do and trick Jamaica people. Go up on TVJ, face value them use and trick Jamaican people. Because him up on TVJ, I tell you about things and him have no information or no backative to nothing. I must sell greatness.
Yeah, but JD, but a lot of these people operate of saying of like saying that they know more than you, and that is their only that are them only way for like to run the show, for example. Now like much everybody thinks someone really it's just a critique to say. Everybody want to say them have the inside information to give to you. Them now want to say, okay, all of us have the information. Let us discuss it.
Yeah, but
Them want to
gentles. But that now go back to the same statement. So we want to be great. Everybody just want to jump from zero to great. Why don't want to be a part of something? You get me? So you realize why we not do good in a team sports? You realize why we not do team. You see, this is a cultural problem. You see why we not do that good in a team sport? Why is it everything where we do good in it have to be singular? We can't do good at team sport until we change these mentality. We can't do it because you over there start think, boy, yo, I'm better than a boy there. Me forget 50 basketball terms. Me forget 50 shots. But better than him. Who tell you you're better than him? You a coach? You a coach? Or you know you're better than the next man? The man I play patterns and play of a set and the person in the best position and use a guard and him is a forward. So even if you're better, is with the position at the time where you get the man and the spacing on the floor where you take the shot from. Marang, you're a basketball man. Marang?
Say that right.
All right. So yeah, that's how we can't do good in anything because it come back to we ego. The false pride what we have, and it's always stay singular. So we cannot do nothing in a team sport, and that's how we can't really do as good as what we should be doing because we have all them players here, but we should have do better. But we cannot think for our next brother over there. So because in our culture, it just empathy in our culture. We can't think for nobody else. We are out because I don't know them old people are do it. And them old people are do it. Them are poisoning the people. Them need to do better, man. So old boy and a maverick. You want to crosses them too. Yeah, man, me hear me talking a trim shade. So we can diss him. Yeah, man, a fool that man. And them people are mash up Jamaica. Them have some little power and them can deceive the people them. You get me? And that them I do. Them not add no value to nothing, man. If me see him do a video, me see him actually going and not me see him talk 50 times and him go up on some little soft topic and say, yeah man, this or this and done. Him going at this or this and this is the reason why this is this. So people can challenge your reason then, or if you claim to say no, everything, you spell it out for the people them. Because me I tell you, sir, me listen to him video, everything where I'm saying I'm video foolishness. Everything where I'm saying people bad mind Craig Butler a foolishness. Everything are just people being objective. Him talk about in the whole video. You go and listen to yourself. I mean, I tell you now, we'll come to a different conclusion.
But JD, it's also this thing where, like as a YouTuber and just people that write, like even Green Observer, these people, everybody wants to be the first to talk on a story. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you can never be the first to talk on a story, but then you need to understand the story before you talk about it. What happened with a lot of the YouTubers, even at the football space and even worldwide, they realize that them quickly jump and talk about something and make a fool of themselves. Yeah. As opposed to just saying, I don't understand as yet. So me go wait till next week to make a properly structured video where we can tell everybody everything that they need to know. You know what I mean? But because everybody have this thing where they need to be the first man to talk about it. So even sometimes nothing of the way was substantial to the topic at hand, but them just have to talk about it first. So if oral come on and them talk about everybody bad by the youth and thing. Of course you have some people out there with malicious intent. But it's not everybody. You have some youth, you have some man out there when they like but and they trickle down to the youth. But if you say the youth is not as good as you think that, as people think he is, that's an opinion, JD. Maybe
Yes,
wrong.
that's an opinion. Yeah,
It's an opinion.
and you know, to be honest, me never hear somebody say, me never hear somebody actually come out and say the youth no good. Me never hear that, you know, like from day one, you know. From day one, you know what I try to say? Oh, him better than Jamar Clark. I'm say no, him not better than Jamar Clark. Because up to this day, I still not believe him better than Jamar Clark. So what is the reason why him better than Jamar Clark? Because him get a tryout at Newcastle.
You remember?
So
You remember?
no,
I put
no,
a comment one day.
let me just land and make a respond. So what is the
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
the reason why I'm better than Jamar Clark? Because him go on Newcastle. Him go on a tryout at Newcastle. The statement we see, you know, clearly, people send information to them, you know, and never them come and scout nobody, you know, and that is a big difference, you know. If we want people want we're going into the intricacies them. So hold on, that is an academy. Jamari Clark a play for big team from how long? So what all that mean? If a that I use to make a statement, the next man now play for your team. So that no that if a data your statement that not tell us the next man better than you already. If a data a face value, that's something I use face value statement. Go into where you try tell me why you think him better. Because me think him down better. And that me did say. And remember, I said that at a time, players can evolve. I mean, I always left the loophole for say the man at 16, the man can be 60, 17 and good after 17 and be better than him at 17. So you know what them do? You know what them do? Take the 16 argument where you say and bring over when him at 18 to come have a conversation with you. When you literally say it's a footballing conversation, the guy can improve. Just like how Jamar Clark can improve as well. You see what I'm trying to say? So you cannot have real conversation with them because them only deal with things from face value. Because me hear man come here, oh, you say Jamar Clark better than him. So I say yes. And I stuck by that because he had showed me nothing. He had played in the Coles, and aside from the Coles, some little JPL matches, practice matches. Nothing else. He never did much in Coles. And in the JPL matches, them him look okay. That's what I said. Yeah. So and the next man I play higher, way higher level, come into the under-20s and was one of the standout players for the under-20s. Even Jamaican man, where you know would have got off a local, say this man is one of the man that can make the step up. That a Fuzzy, the coach. So and me alone I said, even the coach I said. So but that still no means a Whisper couldn't be better than him a year later. What kind of reasoning that? What kind of reasoning? What kind of logical reasons? Oh, can a man 1 year ago? True the man better than one. So well, gentle. So me better than today. You can't be better than me next week on YouTube. You can't come be a better YouTuber than me by next week because you learn and evolve and you come out and get a big hit and you do your thing and do good. You couldn't be better than me on YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, in Jamaica, that not real. That not real. From because she just come on YouTube and me do the comparison from day one and me did something better than you. When you prove say better than me next week, then I'm gonna pull it back to when me said last week and say my bad mind you and start an unnecessary argument. So we solve the positive. Yeah, man, I'm done with them Jamaican YouTube warrior, man. So you see, anytime when you see an article come out, you text me, because I don't really want to talk about it. Okay, I talk the truth, people are going to get upset. You get me? Because them can't comprehend.
Yeah, but people can be upset if they want to. The people who appreciate the content will be back here, and the ones who don't appreciate the content will still be back here.
Yeah.
So it really doesn't matter in terms of that. But I think people need to understand Butler for who he is. It's not Butler's job to necessarily be objective, you know.
Facts.
Yeah, that's not his job. So when Butler come out and Butler makes certain statements like saying that, yo, Whisper better than this guy and Lane better than that guy and blah, 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 blah. He's a marketer. He's a salesman. This is his job. So when he say things and, you know what I mean, just face value arguments, is we know if we look into it and say, we know I'm better for real. But what Craig Butler statements do? It make people talk about Whisper.
Yes.
So doing his job, which is really why I'm say Lavar Ball and Craig Butler are similar in many ways because Lavar Ball he come out and say him son better than Steph Curry. Him knows nothing no go so. But that make people talk about him so.
Yeah,
So
but
all
but
his
but
son
look
has
look
to
look
do.
but looking at Gentles, I understand that statement and I could contextualize that statement that when you hear him talk, but when me and him go up together, him ask me what position the player play. Me explain to him. Him clearly say a football me deal with it. Because him check my channel, him know say me I try to do the studies and a football me deal with. So me and him talk football now. If him come to me and tell me say you know say him better than Andre Gray. That ain't a salesman pitch anymore. Because you say you're a coach. And me can have a conversation and a coach. So people never know say that took place with me and him. But me never hear him say at the time. And that's why me never call him out there to tell him say I'm a madman. For things say whisper better than Andre Gray. I'm a madman. Him not a football knowledge. Or that me that tell him. You get me? Because that is
Yeah.
disrespectful to football. And then me have to stop. If him get I want to get angry, him get angry. Because me I say, but when me I learn, not apply to nothing we I talk about. You get me?
Yeah, precisely.
So me and him have me and him talk and this so if me did hear him say me that call him out and somebody text me and say yes he say it on the show me say me never hear him because they are chip out but me that tackle him on that because that don't make no sense. Me understand the
Yeah,
salesman
but Craig
argument.
don't know football.
Me understand the salesman argument, but when it comes on to talk football, you have to know what to change. You have to change the salesman argument because me not believe that none at all.
Craig don't talk football.
Okay, well, okay.
Craig is in.
So then why is he your
Craig,
coach then? Why is he your coach then?
no, Craig say no. Remember in life, you can always say you are wherever you want to be. It's what people see you as. So
Okay.
I don't see. You understand? I don't see Craig Butler as the best coach out there. But I think in terms of hyping up your youth, them and making people talk about youth and look for your youth, I'm good at doing them things there. So my advice, when I say no, I'm not comparing it in terms of saying like in the whole entirety of it. But when he makes certain outlandish statements, it's the same essence. You know what I mean? Saying him can beat Michael Jordan when you know it's not all of us. It's just them thing that but people need to take Craig Butler for what it is and stop seeing him for someone that he's not. His job, the man that do him job, he stop taking him as this best coach out there and put him into something that he's not. He's not that.
And Gentles then. If that's the case, then you have to take me at my word then. Take me for what me I try to be then. Which is to study
Right.
football. And me I come with the actual attributes them.
I see as a youth you really want to know the football and then come to YouTube.
And that me I try do. But it look like it not work. Me for scrap the first part and just come to YouTube.
No man. But what happens is you have people where people because people I won't call people sheep because there's a youth and I come Travis when saying if I call people eat that I'm a support. Because when I try to put your channel on the level.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You see, listen, I know Travis in my band problem. You hear him say, JD, me never know you watch other streams. Laugh. No, I can't stay up to watch other streams. The problem is, Travis, you never listen well. Because I literally said, people clip it and send it, come give me. And him only hear me say, me watch other stream. When me never say that. Pull back the video, yeah, Travis. I'm going to tell you how me get the information. All right? And then you come and say the opposite thing. Oh, God damn. Yes, continue, big boss.
Travis might not have good intentions, but ponder one day, right? Because you see, because we are trying to keep a channel a certain way. Because, right, and as I said, the identity of the channel as well. So you want to know, say, a man can come in and even though even though you don't really need a man for your channel, but a man can say it's because you disrespect him for a certain way. Why not? Because would I love for you to come clear up certain things with them say. Because that is how things grow and that's how you can understand things more. So a man see I think and you have a faith.
No man, big boss, them not gonna do that, man. Them find me extremely disrespectful, man. Extremely disrespectful because me just straightforward, you know. So me don't know how them me understand why them stay at Jamaica. Because in Jamaica, a man approach and tell you the truth, you know. Yeah, he may go in a million corners, you know. I ain't no change, you know. He no change from when me did it, you know. You see how over here, sir? Brother, if you're not good enough, a man I tell you, brother, go back to school, brother. You understand me? And believe me, when you go back to school and get where you want, believe me, you're gonna get the position. You get me? Nobody now try to hold you back because for the first instance when me could have ball out racism, is when I go
Yeah.
one place and a man shut a door for me. And then when I see him back one day in a different job and say, brother, what go on? What kind of styling thing that, you know? In a different language though. And he might say, no, it's just the advice me get from the hierarchies them that we should not let in majority of the Africans them. I may say, but
Right.
that is uninformed because I am not from Africa. I'm from Jamaica. So I don't know.
Precisely.
I must say, I never know. I know me know when me hear you talk to the other Africans, I try help them. I know me not actually know who you are now, but me never know. And me just wrongfully judge. Sorry, you know. Me don't know if him truly mean the sorry. And when me get the qualification, me go back. Me never go back at the place. Me just get the work on the internet because you know they have a center hub where you get the work on from, and it's just send it to your cell phone and you get the work. So as soon as me achieve the qualification, me just get the work. So I never have to go back in there. It is just because at the time me that try look at work because I have my problems I build up on me, you know. And a cold country,
Yeah,
me no
yeah.
want to can't move and stiff out and dead out the door. You understand me? But me I try to show you. Yeah,
A stereotype, no matter how we try, if you say we're not stereotype,
yeah, man.
we're not stereotype people. Stereotype people.
Lord
Everybody
God,
do.
man. Lord God,
You
man.
know what I mean? So that idea for it work already, and the boss at the UD a certain way, I can say, oh, John must start. Man, I move. So after that, we realized that some Jamaicans who worked the year before and thief of a bunch of things. That's why I end up on him P and him Q with we, because we are Jamaican as well. Then time when I look at thief, not all. But I am getting a problem the year before when Jamaicans thief of our thing. So now, when him saying no, you know what I mean? So it's not we specifically, it's just the people before us. And sometimes we have to just keep them things there in mind.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, man.
you know what I mean?
This was a good chop up, big boss. Respect, man. Respect, man. Um, respect for it, man. Because sometimes, me sometimes do it as well, which is judge everybody. And a lot of you guys call in and change your perception of, change your perception. And I realize, I just some of the loader one them up front, and them stay away there. And not really everybody in Jamaica. You understand me? So what me have to do now, I try find the people in Jamaica when I stay away there and push back upon them, you know?
Yeah, but the good people need to say something. The good people them need to say something, because sometimes when it's bare negativity, you probably already feel like say, yo, everybody disagree. But that's why sometimes it's good when people call in and kind of give perspective of us. You can know say,
Yeah,
oh, and
man,
you
yeah,
are man.
man. I respect it, man.
Yeah,
I respect your
you know what I
calling,
mean?
man. Every time you call in, look, the other day you call in and give your viewpoint and the Mason Greenwood. Ain't no right after. Like last night, me I look on the internet and you came back to mine because me see an article called come in. Me don't know if it let me know, guys, if it fake or it real. Um, the girl come out with an article and say she's sorry and make sure make up the story and one bag of something. So I don't know if it read because them are literally it come up on her page and say she come off but again, me I go check her me I go up on Instagram for investigate it first because I don't like talk until me not like put nothing in a year until me investigate it. So me I go find the girl one. But me see it a float and me I said, damn, this might look what the man did right, man. But me I say, let me go back first and check it. But me I try to show you there is always a possibility of something. If it's not 100% completed, it's always a possibility that the other way could be the right way. Because obviously people can fix themselves anyway, cause any problem. So me I go investigate it first. Cause me not see it blow up on the internet as yet. You get me? But me see it one and two places.
It's always better to play it. It's always better even when you do this YouTube journalism thing too, or journalism YouTube, to play it down the middle and work with the available information. I don't like, so sometimes it's okay when people have backdoor information, but I don't like backdoor information because that's basically you saying something without and not really saying anything, you know. So when the information come out and it's structured a certain way, then we can talk about it. But even in Jamaica, when we have this thing in Jamaica, when I talk about Jamaica as a blessed nation today, all the rubbish well. And even like we claim moral superiority over other people, and even with this Mason Greenwood thing. And it's weird to me because remember it's just last year, the year before, a politician beat up his wife and still a serve us as
Ooh,
Jamaicans.
somebody text me about that as well, yeah. Yeah, wow. Where was the moral standpoint that time?
And not even that, you have, remember we have, people will get sensitive over this, but you have 10, 11 years ago when the females are come out and say cartel beat them up allegedly, and them come out and say fuck sorry no master and any. You have Bounty Killer where this is not an alleged thing, we know it's true. when him hammer the girl and him come out and say him sorry over them thing they already.
And him still live on the front page now. Him still live on front page. Nobody in a sense time.
Yes, we have one ticket them as general same way. Why? Because we allow we say alright, him do something wrong. And if you serve time. But then this has nothing to do with the football. Remember, you know, if it's a man, you know, where you can say, oh, man, him name call up on the big R with a girl or something, like in terms of a little bit. Then now, when him serving time now, you can't have him a teaching at school. Because be a little bit there. But his football, the man a come play, be a tough man over there. you see me?
Yeah, man. True, man. True.
It's football him a play. So I don't understand why all of a sudden we're gonna put this thing in front of me and like, okay, this is the reason why, you know, we can't have him here. We are in no position to turn down this man. We're in no position to turn down. Where's the bad
Travis, the man attack, the man make perfect sense, Travis. The man try to show us so when it go in the other opposite side, it will actually support it. And we do the same thing in a football as well. Because we literally see a man, we never hear him come out and put up moral high ground when we hear the guy where they are prison the other day for the same problem.
No one
it made the
saying,
team.
No
one said anything.
So we love who we love. I love Jackie Ear's music, but Jackie Ear go jail for 8 years for your thing and come out and say behind these prison walls that everybody rate him again.
Chevis, him have a point, Chevis. Him have a point, Chevis. The man make a perfect point, Chevis. You need to call in Chevis and give you a statement.
No, that's not to say if Mason doing him right. But the point we are trying to say is that if him serve him time and do whatever, while other countries can say, oh, we don't want him here. They're only saying that because they don't need him. But we do.
Yeah.
So we can't and if we have a system where people go to jail and some, so if you have a problem with the judicial system, you can say that. And you can say, well, they're not serve enough time. But if him serve him time and him come out now as a guilty man, you know, him come out now and think, you know, last year I turn back in a situation where be a picnic my deal with a great and where with football the man come out to play. Why we automatically behave like we are players better than the man. There's no bad press for Jamaica. We homicide rate is all the way to the roof. We big R is all the way to the roof. We thieving rate is all the way to the roof. You say about things that on every sports channel abroad now.
Yes, that is true.
There's no for the Mason thing. And we're talking about Adidas and them something there. These people, it's capitalism. These people want money, bridging. So if I think, in my opinion, this Mason thing can lead to a lot of jersey sales. That's my opinion, though.
Yes, I think it can lead into a positive side than a negative. That's all I'm gonna tell him, you know.
And people only care. So if Mason come and underperform, then, you know, so people are gonna always talk about what he got. You know, the side something there. But if him play well, nobody will care about that. Nobody will care about him.
All right, boss. You make perfect sense. No make the boy Teddy Lee and the one Travis body up in the chat. Now follow them. You make perfect sense, brother. The one Travis say call in and we want shut up the program because we want come back later because you know we think set. All right. So thanks, big boss. Call in when we are doing the next show. Yeah. You make perfect sense, my brother. Respect. All right. So. Teddy, Teddy, wait, let me call, Teddy, let me call Travis first. Make Travis say what I say. Let me call Travis first. Tyrone, big up yourself, man. Thanks for being here. All right, we call one Travis first. Make him counteract the man argument. Me I call Travis on the Imaxit account. Big up Travis. Where you call out the man for? Where you fight against the man for the program for?
You know, fight against the man. Listen, man. We are talking about football, JD, man.
Yeah, but the man need use some explanation. Like he must say some examples.
Yeah, all right. About Bradley Stewart, let me talk about what you not true.
Yes. But remember the next one as well, in the next Stewart as well, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, but here I have Bradley Stewart doesn't speak to you at Jamaica, JD. Bradley Stewart doesn't speak to himself. See? So you can't use that and judge every Jamaican. See, Bradley Stewart has some old coach. Bradley, I'm a friend of him, he coach my team. But I saw them old
type of Jamaica believe in a certain things, brother.
Yeah, but
See?
Travis, remember, we listen enough, we hear enough people who say the same thing. We try binnacle people coming from overseas, even young people, because it starts seep down into young people. So I never really, him alone, we are used. You understand me? Yes, but we know everybody, Travis. We literally say that we know everybody.
Me personally want Mason Greenwood, and long before even when Southgate, when we are live to call him, he might make midnight. I see it as Southgate go call him. You remember?
Yeah.
When he went top, I was the coach. And I heard that Mason's father wanted him to play for Jamaica.
And still want him to play now.
Right. I know it's the best time for us. We are getting Mason Greenwood, a 21-year-old, $1 million striker. So when I came with Bradley once, that kind of Bradley only can talk because them old time Jamaican dinosaur style football gone past 98. So we need the best players to play for Jamaica, whether local or overseas. And the players that we are playing at better competition are better to play now than who local. When I say local players don't have a chance, but it has to live up to the coach.
Yeah.
But for me personally, the better players should play for Jamaica at all time.
And really like the people might tell us say, at certain age, this and that nothing happen. And we have to develop our own because you clearly see that now in another country them now. When we put up the file them.
JD, them now, I never say no. I just recently Jamaica start get on them development. First time down Jamaica, think about that.
Yeah.
They just pick up some squad and the football involved.
So why we start, Travis? So why we start all of a sudden now? When remember first we just say no. The reason why people so upset Travis. Back then we used to say the man them now come from young, and then we see we do under 20s and we have to throw it man out of the team. So we clearly see them come from young. Then we move it now and say we have to have a certain amount.
But here we know Jerry, Americans, he changed. They never accept change. So you have to listen to them. I hold them keep. I look on Hector right now. I'm a national player. Jose. Peter Lee better than Hector right. Where's better than Kemaru? Kemaru is at Rangers. Where's Peter Lee? That's what can make up a A-League, a supplement team of our USL. Because their attitude towards playing the game.
Yeah.
And they trade that enough.
But
all right. You see Maggie. Maggie, what people are talking about. You know what Maggie problem? When Maggie they are JC. Miguel Cole, everybody are big up. You know, Miguel Cole tells Maggie, you know, just take the ball and do anything we want.
Him say it out of month. Him say it out of month.
Exactly. So
that means you are come to the same conclusion as we them because you say them now go change. You say them now go ever change. So then how we are gonna get?
No, because they just believe. But the problem is, remember saying we have a new coach. No, so and the coach will make it. And the coach will make a decision. So whether people like it or not. You see what I say? If we are going to have a full overseas play and local like coach responsible, so people don't have thought their opinion when them think.
Yeah.
You see what I say?
Yeah.
JD, that's how I
so, but Travis, things said them sometimes putting it out in a big lean and people know so on their harbor view and them place there and in a prime position in the country. Think it put a bad reputation for the man who want to come. Be honest.
Yeah, that's true. But listen now, JD, every player them really you can't listen to them, JD, and not everything we're saying in public is what we're taught every Jamaican. Some of the things players them are fool. You know, so I have a little minority. See?
Yeah.
So everybody wants Jamaica for our next World Cup. So are the best players we want at all time, right? Football gone from that.
All right.
Yes, what I say. So I don't say about don't read too much as a Bradley Stewart. Bradley, all right. The youth already what the matter. See? For them the worst how do you do?
Remember them say him get acquitted. So and if you look on what them same do, it would be worse than what Ford and them. But based on what can be proven now, where's that?
But JD, the man is found not guilty.
Yes,
so whether people want like it or not.
But them still has a moral standard. Them that's them use the word moral standard.
And the moral standard, man, in black one. That's right. We talk.
Yeah, man, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so that was Travis. So Travis, I agree with you. We just a war. He just tell me say, and everybody at Jamaica think the same. Which we said that. We literally said that. We literally said that, don't. Let me call back Teddy, and then that's the final call. JD, in all fairness, Bradley has had that mentality for a long time. But I'm just saying, I'm more than one of them. I say, do it the same thing, Stefan. In the Gleaner, so I ask if them things that is impactful, or that's the reason why they put it out there. Good afternoon, Teddy. How are you doing?
Yeah, morning.
So where are you now? Where are you
turn on your headset thing there. Turn on.
Every day this brother come in, him say, we need to turn on. I'd say you're a big boss, Teddy.
Yeah, man. All right. So before I go to the Mason Green talk, the whisper talk. No,
we never had a whisper talk, you know. We never had a whisper talk. We use whispers as an example. So we never had it. We never had a whisper conversation here, none at all. But if you want to continue, you can continue.
Yeah. All right. So I put that argument to rest. And I know some I youth were for local based play, you know. When the day, the two forward them where the coaches select back last year that Mr. Jamani Clark and Mr. Zion Scarlett. At that time, those two players were better. Now, and you know, they were better. That's the reality. So I can't go argue against that. You know, so them two players are the better. Now maybe the next 2 year or 3 year or maybe this year Whisper is better, but end of the day, last year I remember them back the coach 1000% to pick those two forward over Whisper. And even if
Teddy,
Whisper as a winger,
me actually day by day, me actually start agree with you. Me actually start agree with you. Me actually start agree with you. Me did say it already. In the forward department, but me think me not no problem with them never pick him for under 20. Because me never see him do nothing if he get picked for under 20. And you have to set a precedent of doing something.
16 or so.
Yeah, but nobody no say do nothing. So then how can we pick you? So you have the man them just can't. What they want to do, they want to go back on the conversations where like them have them have 50-50. That 50-50 vision them have in the future. It don't make no sense. Me not go blame the coach none at all. Me not, if the coach will pick him, me not no problem. Cause me never see him do nothing at the time to be picked.
And even if you look on the wing department, cause let's say them say no, you don't have to pick the centre for. But if you look on Jamu and Bartlett and them players there, and even Tyler Roberts, like and even Davante Campbell, what am I say?
At that time, the man made a play better football, brother. We cannot lie to ourselves. At that time, the man made a play better football, so we cannot lie to people. They made a play better football, so why we need to just leave the under 20 and stop use them thing because me don't think him it better than the man them because him never played a better football. I'm never shown a better talent than the man them at the time. That is not true because if you go back to the actual thing them and watch the man them, Devante Campbell playing in the Premier League at the time. The other man them play overseas. We cannot be lying. Like we just try and make up stories to continue something. What you know what we're gonna ask then? Is he?
And even Jamon Bartlett tear up schoolboy.
Yeah, but the truth is Teddy. He never played the Manning Cup at the time. Done. Him play Coles at the time. Him play Coles at the time. Him never star up Coles. Him never dominate the Coles. That is true. Him play in the man. Him play the Whisper. Him did play Coles and him did play in the.
No man, I think he play some.
But I'm here tell you where him play. Him play the Coles. Him did play Coles. Yeah. The reason why you never know about him. In the course because he never started up. That is just the truth. We're just arguing the point here, so we need to leave the under 20 and done. Stop bring up back under 20. Just done. Just done. Him did play Coles. Him did play Coles, but because people always want to bring up this under 20 conversation. Him did play Coles. The reason why I never know about it, I know about the Manning Cup because him scored 1,000 million goal in the Manning Cup. But it only means the guy get better. The guy get better and him deserve to make it now. Him deserve to be compared with people now. So why we have to keep on going back?
Leave the convo. We're not so bad, man.
No. But we are said it. But we are said the guy get better now. Why we can't say the guy get better now? And
no, but will them still you have a thing when him early bloomer, late bloomer. Last year Whisper wasn't, you know, that him you have a potential, but last year the other players them were there or you pick in the under 20 were better.
Yes,
Now 2 years
that is
later, even
true.
this year, him can be better.
And we
So me
still
know
don't
why the
know if
man them
it,
like him
we
a
still
try to.
don't. Me, I gotta put it even further. If people want to get
Yeah.
upset, we still don't know if him better than the other guys them, because we don't see nothing. You're there on trials.
Yeah, we
So
can.
if
Yeah.
you're gonna set high
Yeah.
standard, then we're gonna set high standard. The other man in their club, a 5 place.
Yeah.
You there on trials.
Even the youth, even the number 10 youth that they play now overseas him guy. When
Yes,
name
man.
the one in Jamaica, when name
The one in their Spain.
Duncan Mackenzie.
Oh, Duncan
Yeah,
Mackenzie, them
both
their
of them.
club.
Yeah.
So we cannot jump
Club,
on. We just want to beat every day. We come up, we want to beat people for no reason. We just want to beat people for no reason. If we go back and check the stats, we not beat no court. From this point, we stop beat at people under 20 and over hyping people. The man never better than the people them at that time. Straight up, him never better than them. None at all. Him never better than them because the man them, if the man them check things, the man them still call him. So that is a step in the right direction when them call you because them see the talent. If you never make it, you never make it. We don't need to use that excuse anymore. You come back today, you're better
Even
today.
McQueen, even yeah.
No, you say
Even
you're better
McQueen
today.
already scored a goal at the JPL last year. He never get picked at the under 20. Remember, McQueen already did inform
No,
last
but
year and he
South
get
Korea
picked up.
said, JD, you can't say he got better. You have to say he's always great. Don't want them beat you, JD. No, people make so people, you know, things that people get better. So you know things that people improve in football.
Right,
you don't think that people improve. All right. So you think so Whisper is as good as how he is now in the calls. That's what you believe then. Let me ask that question and then we come back to you, Teddy. A very, very good point, Southcry. You think he was as good in the calls as today? That's what you're saying to me then. Please, just answer that question, guys. We have 127 in the chat. You think he was as good back then as how he is today? Or he has improved? Because it looks like say, me alone, it looks like say a different world is even scroll up my top. And when we come back and talk about YouTube.
Yeah. So JD, unless the players them were play last year were so good and maybe I that unless because since people are saying he was always better. So if he play schoolboy last year, unless maybe them say team never so good.
So Cole's better than Manning Cup then. That's the way you tell me. Cole's better than this year Manning Cup. And me doubt that then. So why you never score 700 goals then? Because you can't. That don't make no sense. The reason, the logic, the reason don't make a sense. Marcelo, yes, today it start, but Jamaica now play today. Me go do Mexico and USA. You get me? Yes. If you me know so cry, but it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Me go reason with people who have logics. We can apply logics to things. If they want some bad mind, them some bad mind. You go back and watch it tape them yourself. And if you think like that, you're just mad. You understand me? If I saw people really think, them not have no brain cell. If I saw them really think, them not have no brain cell at all. You get me?
Yeah. Unless would have said them don't bring him in as a young player, but even if who would take out Chad James, because remember Chad James
performed. Chad James did perform. Chad James did perform. Chad James was one of the better performer them. And that me I talk about. So we need to lift this.
And the next youth were 16. I forgot what the playmaker name. What name?
That's a Kobe Thomas. Kobe Thomas.
Kobe Thomas. Everybody has to
youth. He did 16 at the time and him really good. So what
and that you good all a player. Where am I playing now? Where am I good all improve more to
in the MLS Pro, but that is the academy and that's one of the toughest other academies them as well.
Yeah. So everybody I improve. Maybe some now improve, but based on bigger wish pan him do well and the Manning Cup and him look like
yes, we suppose you can't say the man improve.
But we are trying to say
what the fuck you gonna tell me say we can't say the man improve. We have to say he was always great. Why just Jamaica alone think so? That's all I'm gonna say. Just Jamaica alone. Some people alone in Jamaica think so, but nobody in the things in the world. Nobody now always great. Everybody have to improve, and me know him never better than him is now. Straight up.
So let's say last season was good, but it was not one of the best.
And me think him better now. Me think him gonna be better now than Manning Cup. No, Teddy. Me think him gonna be better now than the Manning Cup. Me think him gonna be better now than the Manning Cup. You know why? Because you play with better people.
True.
You play with better people. What kind of madness logic that? What kind of mad? Why the coach say? Why the Jamaican coach say we want to see him with big man? Why you think him say that? You think I just 88 whisper? It tell you 88 whisper. In bad mind don't. In bad mind don't.
No, sir.
Or just educate the man educated.
If a bad mind, you know. Maybe if me this says about. Maybe the foreign coach say it are different. Nobody them look past that, but. And the reality is that would I rather see him playing at JPL this season than schoolboy football. Yes, man, that's
because you want the system upgrade. You want the system upgrade.
Against
so cry. I know you're just I know what you're doing, man. I know what's so cry, man. I'm just trying to say if I that's them thing.
You sarcastic.
Yeah, sarcastic. But I say if I that them think them really something wrong with them cuckoo. Because if you tell me say a player just born great and not be better and improve, then why never play in the Premier League from my 12-year-olds old then? Why never play in the Premier League from my 12 years old then? If he made that good? Because if you see the player can't not improve, then why you never play in the Premier League if you're that good? Because you know why? If you're 12, you could have easy well relocate and then get a citizenship and play the year then. By that time, it's easy if you're 12 years old and you did that good and you can play in the Premier League if you're 12 years old. Come on, man. Let we be civil, man. People improve. The kid never deserve to be in under 20s. He never did. I'm telling you, if it was a white coach a team, maybe he wouldn't get called up either. Straight up, maybe he wouldn't actually get called up. I think it's because of sympathy and badness around Jamaica. Why him get called up in the first place? Me, I tell you. Because people that go off what them know and what you do at the time. And if you go off what you do at the time, all the other man will do more. So what we are going to say? We have to be honest to ourselves, man. The man have to be objective, man. And the moral of the story today, guys, we have to be objective. We have to can actually talk reality. We've come out of this delusional mindset every single time, man. Stop 8 fuzzy. Stop 8 the JFF for the failures in a life. You get me?
Yeah. But as you say, next 5 years, I'm going to go back to the argument again when maybe Jamal play a good football and whatever.
That me try to tell you, that's what I talk about it. That's what I talk about it today. That's what I talk about. Me not go back on it again ever. True. Nobody can come on a channel and talk about man should be under 20. And me I tell you, it's foolish to talk about. Done it. You get me? The man better today than when he was 2 years ago. You understand me? And him deserve to be on it today. If we not get 30th player, we're better than him. If we get 30th player, we're better than him. Him not deserve to make the team either. You understand me? So life go.
So
life is about.
So man did say here now. At age 16, maybe them say last year, maybe them say at age 16, Whisper was better than Jamani Clark. Because Jamani was 19 them last year, no so.
Yeah. Brother, the man must lie,
man. 3 year difference.
No
so that man they argue their way there, but yeah. Maybe at 19-year-old Whisper go start at Newcastle or whatever now. We don't know.
Yeah, but
so
we don't know.
Man, but
we don't know. We don't know if him side for Newcastle. Yeah, you have to put it in it. If
him sign and he maybe do impressive or whatever.
Yeah, but you can't impress and still sign. You have a whole lot of people there. And that may try to tell you, That's why people some bad mind because me reason with logic. A whole heap of people there try out too as well. How much of that big player, Newcastle and they move them. You see John Joe Shelby them a legend. You see them move them and move on from them. So there's a possibility you don't make it either. But that don't make it. Even if you don't make it, it don't mean you're a bad player. It means you're a good player, but they maybe not fit them more where they must set at the time. Why we always just
maybe they have to transfer him to some championship
if we're not the best thing ever, we're not nothing else. Only Jamaica alone sell a narrative there. Only Jamaica alone sell a narrative. No, people. We cannot be the best for that thing and still go over there to be a world-class player in the end. Ivan Toney was from Newcastle. He made there Newcastle. And Ivan Toney left because he was not good enough. And Ivan Toney became the second best striker in England. Whether we want to admit it whether we want to admit it, but that are the facts. He never come and say, oh, me done because I can't make Newcastle at the time. Me done because I can't make Newcastle at the time.
Hold on there. Second best in terms of what? Second best in...
No, in the picking. Balakar, I'm on the phone, brother. I'm on the phone, Dan. I'm on the phone, brother. So wait until the man come off the phone, brother. The second, no, in the court, in the picking for England.
For England,
Yeah,
for
man,
England.
he me there second best in the pool, man. What you talk about, man? He me there second best in the pool. But me I try to show you, say, look how the man get cut from Newcastle, and the man never same career done. I'm a big either player. The man work hard and become a good player. So we need to cut out this mentality of people fight against nobody in a fight against somebody. If you want me to tell the truth, nobody in a fight against somebody. Me not see nobody where me better than none. A lie you not tell.
And the next 20 years, me still have a
lie. The next 20 years, me go say it. A lie you not tell. A lie you not tell. A lie you not tell. The man do them thing. Stop put on other people pit the man. When you stop put on other people pit the man, do you get better now? Stop put on the other people pit the man. A lie you not tell. Him better than none of the youth them will get picked. None. Him get better now. And we still don't know if him better than the youth them today. We still don't know if him better than the youth them today. Because we don't see him in enough competition for saying better than the youth them. We are put on other people pitney and I try hype up other people pitney. Why? Because we know them? Because we know them? Come on, foolish this man. What you say? Balakar, what you see? No, but Balakar talk about you feeding that team because he want to go to JFF. What you see? What you did see? For saying in the team from what the next man them do. So the man them do nothing. The man them do nothing. Come on, man. Come on, man. Me dying for him calling and talking foolishness.
Yeah, Balakar. Let me show you an example. Shema Nicholson, I think he was 16 or 17, and that man played JPL.
In the JPL
and
at the time.
To score a goal. And yet, still him there and get no start.
Nobody never want broken foot in the JPL. Nobody never want broken foot. People never want broken foot in the JPL. He never do him do in the JPL. And turn up. Yeah. And then leave and go overseas and do him I do. When Shema Nicholson talk, brother, I respect the man. I respect him, you know why? Him not making an excuse. Him not make an excuse. Him just a move from one point, brother. Stop with Lego this JFF war, man. Done, man. Me no want to hear about it, man. You get me? If you're good at something, you just be good at a thing, man. Lambakisi never come back and say, people fight against him at Jamaica. Him leave and go play for Wolves. And come back.
I want to be say if Shema you have the same agent like where Whisper tell her Shema Nicholson back in the day.
A Real Madrid him ready by now. A Real Madrid him ready by now. You tell a Real Madrid him ready by now.
Because the PR.
Yeah, man. And to all the man him getting all Balakar head. To all the man him getting all Balakar head. It's amazing how him get them getting a people head. It's amazing. It's amazing. To not put down other people who are Jamaican. For put up other people pitney. So when I put on the whole of them man and the man achievement. When the next one never achieve nothing like it. Nothing at all. Like the honesty. Nothing at all. I want to put on other people them. When you feel big glad say, yo, look how Jamaica have a whole heap of kid, man. Man they are Spain, a play ball. Man they America play ball. And them a born Jamaican as well. Yo. But the next man not playing a ball at all. And him for their team. When you say look for the one controversy for fight against people, brother. Me I tell you the honest truth. When you say look for the one controversy for fight against people. Me I tell you no.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna go to the Mason Greenwood thing now. Here one now. You look like a story where you say always say I check up on you, but you look like
me go check it up, man.
Yeah, my Google and I know that can be a breaking news.
Yeah, me go check it. And me go call back the one Balakar as well because me that shut off, but me go call him back. Yeah, because today me go argue. Yes, yeah, me go
call him after.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, more you talk to Balakar about Whisper.
Yeah, man. Me no run from nothing. What you talk about? Anybody that can call.
Yeah.
Them can't tell me foolishness, sir. Yes, so me call him back. Away my hide. Me call him back. Me know it's not good for my blood pressure, but me nah do it again. So this is the last video. So me I do it today. Today is the day when me nah go up on it. Yes, Mr. Balakar. Me see a comment in the chat. Me take you on.
Hold on. Because
we are war to the Balakar. Because me think so.
It look like you wake up for your wrong time. But you know me I say. You know me I say no JD. Zin. And listen me good. Me, no boy can't tell me what to do or what to do. I'm run my own show.
Yeah.
Zin.
Yeah.
I'm here to make some talk say the youth never deserve to be in the team. Alright, you have your conclusion to that.
I'm gonna give you no attack my point in the Balakar. The statement I want to put behind it. I said what people judge
You-
people on. You not find that fair? Because him play the Colts and I'm playing in the man.
Yo, yeah, what go on, man? Yeah, what go on, man? Me always respect you for your talk and everything where you make and listen to what me I say.
Yeah, but I just want to attack.
You
No,
see the
more
under
you give your
20
point, but attack my
Hold
point
on.
now. More you talk because the people more you talk about that. Like,
Hold on now. You see the under 20 team. Why this argument come up back now? We say the youth not in the team and the youth fi make a team. Listen to me. People already did it. Say the youth did fi play, did fi make the team because even Cataract say him could have been the third striker. Cataract there every training session. Him watch the training session them. Him go as somebody practice game them. And me get to know about Malachi Douglas, two Cataract. And if only did I say the youth are 16 and him only play in the academy over season, only now see him. What about the other 16-year-old and 17-year-old what playing schoolboy football went to the under 20 team? And that
yeah, okay,
we
but
can't- we need to
Balakar,
talk
you see,
logic.
it's so life funny. You give me your statement, but you know what? Attack my point. I said, him luck him get called for even come at the under 20s because what he do before I play the calls, and him never impressive in the calls. Just because people bully, people forget them there. So me I say the fact, so that attack my point now. What he do nothing in the calls, and you watch all of the JPL match, and not people him not play in the JPL, him play practice matches in the JPL. So you watch them games and you pick him over the other man them. The other man them wait you see get picked for the team because we want to clear up this for forever, you know.
All right. As when we say, if it is up to me that carry him, even if me that carry him as a third striker. Because guess what? People who depend on the team injure and still win, and then we just
We
find
agree
out
with
say,
it here.
the
We
coach
agree with
done.
it here. But the man with injured.
You understand? So
We agree with it upon the injury.
Right,
The injury.
can't make a right, JD.
Yeah, but no, but you keep on talk about one man. A next man with injury a left back. So what him can play left back? No.
No,
So no,
so hold on. So the strikers them where them carry, right?
a 20
Jamal
player have you know,
Clark.
20 player have you know.
Hold on. Jamal Clark, a big striker. Can play at the championship.
And Zian Scarlett, that's it.
Otherwise, from Clark, if the coach want to put on a next striker, I don't have a next striker because
So you know have Zian Scarlett, brother? We are talking about Zian Scarlett now play?
Hold on. When he come up on the wing, him play.
No,
And
him
he play
no,
like
man,
a
him still
winger.
on strike. Him still on striker, man. But I just should them never get enough support what them need. That's why them use him as a wing forward. But him is a striker. Them pick two striker in the team. That's all. Two striker only. Them never pick three striker. Two striker them pick. In a 20.
JD, all right, here when me go say to you. You have your opinion, me I have my opinion. I guess when me go say to you, see, you see the same thing away in the talk about. You see, because we know what going on, you need to do some research. You can call the father and him talk. Me think you need to do some research on this. You can call Cataract too and do some research on this.
But
That's all
me listen, but big boss, me listen to what people say. But me I say, the way I'm getting at the team in the first place, if for instance, if people that base things off performance, him couldn't get in at the team in the first place. For you even to see what going on in the under 20s. So me not think so people that fight against him. That's all me that try to say. Because them pick him for the team for come prove what him can do. You understand me?
Yes, but all right. Him go at the camp, him go at the under 20 camp. As when we say people who did it, the military guna, everybody, then did it and say the youth perform.
But them talk two sides out of the mouth because some of them say him never perform good and some of them say him injured and him that move labored. Me hear them say that in live, you know. So you can't say them talk two sides of the mouth because you say them say him is good enough and everything. But some of them talk different.
Yeah, because
And when them seem good, no, look, Balakar, you know Jamaica pressure go Balakar. What happened is because the youth turn up and do something good in the Manning Cup now. Them have to switch them out because Jamaican pressure is normal. Jamaican pressure is normal.
All right. Between me and you, what if people used to say that after the Manning Cup, what if people did say it before the Manning Cup. Understand? And me wanna pick him off of the based on the under 16 course tournament when play. Me wanna pick him off of that.
And that's how me that argue.
Me the more to pick him off of the practice game that when play against JPL team and the experience where him have when him go Europe. That are the only reason. Because the course team are probably some 14 year old him play again. You understand me? So my time we have to start logic. If me that come on the program and say I under 16 team, me pick it. No, me couldn't do that. You understand? We couldn't do that. But as when we said, JD, some people just start it the wrong way.
And because our message Balakar is the player get better because he was nowhere near as good when him in the calls to where him is in the Manning Cup. That is a lie. People tell people a lie.
All right, JD. If you're going to play, if you are 16 and you advance and you go to play against some 14-year-old who not that advanced, eventually in a game you go look like them.
Oh, so what you say? He was equally as good as when or you think him improve? Because of that, me say no. Him improve drastically.
No, oh God, JD.
Me ask. Me never say so. Me just ask.
Of course, he will improve more. Remember, I hear people go improve, you know.
So but that we are saying that me I say Balakar, that me I say based off what we see in the calls, me wouldn't pick him off that. So me just want it go away, you know, one man just get him credit for him, I do know. Because we don't want this JFF thing and keep and come back up and people use it as excuse and you know?
No, but JD, I want to pick him off like cool. But for sure, when I see that under 20 team, him could have make it and in between night. That's me. But I want to pick him, say I course, no watch him off to pick him. Remember, say a long time, a good one now, me see things when do a Brookhouse Valley and in there. And so I want to pick him off at under 16. So my time when people come on attack, they just run with the narrative the wrong way. We call it with this we call it the Teddy Lee Gray.
Teddy Lee just call it and say more hear what you have to say.
Yeah, but you know me when him attack, he probably don't mean it either, but actually we are his sound, you understand? So when I say, you know what, so my time we are big man, we have to talk the truth. But as when I say I want to pick him after the under 16, after the calls to come play under 20. You see me? So things go on in the national team, in the under 20 team when they have to go on, and as a 16-year-old, me that carry him.
My opinion, I don't think he was better than none of the player them and should be picked over them. Not I'm talking forward, you know, the forward them. I mean, I think he be better than none of the forward them. If you come back today and say if him improve towards the forward them standard or if him better than them, we will have the conversation. But at that time, he does never believe him better than none of this forward them. I think the coach make a bad decision.
And then again, JD, remember, there are two positions in play too.
Yes, so I mean that's more ask you who you that take out, who you that truly take out in a wing part.
In play striker and in play wing.
Yes, so who you that take out? Adapt me away from him.
No only know Devante Campbell.
Devante Campbell. Wolves.
Oh, yeah, tell me wing.
You have Devante Campbell. You have my boy from Wolves. They're gonna type his name. You have my boy there where they go Spain, which is a Jamaican guy, which him impressed as well. So he was one of them as well. And you have the next one. What a boy name, man? Him have the plane name. Him have the plane. Somebody gotta tell me his name. The one have the plane. Him come on, him get some little game and him look okay as well. So we have Devante Campbell. We have Fast Car, we have Spain Man, and we have the one whose name start with B. So those are the four guys. Right, you know, make sure I give you the name them. Campbell. So Campbell at the time, guys.
Fast Car, hold on.
Fast Car, one of their Wolves. That's a Fast Car. Him play on the wing. I'll figure out his name as well. Tyler Roberts. So you have Tyler Roberts, Devante Campbell. So you have Roberts and Campbell. Those are the next two. So Roberts, Fabian Brown, you don't have no sense. You're one of the dunces person ever. Me no know your type on phone. Cause you're a fool. So you have Tyler Roberts, Devontae Campbell. So Devontae Campbell, you're playing at Jamaica that time. Tyler Roberts, I come from Wolves at the time. My boy, they come from when them Chris, when them from Spain, we actually perform. So the Spain guy actually perform, and they have I'm gonna get Bradley. When him again, man? Let me get him name here, so under 20 squad. Let me tell you the Jamaica under 20 squad. Let me just get.
Well, on there.
No, I'm getting the whole of them. Get the whole of them and show you.
Yeah, but man, describe what youth here. What youth. All right. They said the team that the under 20 team where they to go. Then
Me I get now.
At 23
Barkley.
right? 20.
No, at 20. The one them Barkley, the 20, the other you them are gonna be like people who go up on the side. I did 20 only. So yeah, Barkley. Let me tell you the Spain one. The Spain one, let me tell you him, because he definitely perform. So we Chad James. So you have Chad James, Barkley, Roberts, and Devontae Campbell. So who we made really better than at time? Who we made really better than Barkley, James, Devontae Campbell, and Roberts? And them are the four we know.
Well, I know. All right. Tyler Roberts play good. That's the brown youth, right?
Yeah, man. Roberts are the one with them drop all in a fullback and I run forward.
Him can play.
So you said GMC him.
Me only take out Devontae Campbell.
Because I think Devontae Campbell do him job. Yes, so Devontae Campbell put in. So that's a two. That's a two.
I think me see one we come on. Every time he come on, he play good. That I don't know.
I think that one
like where I've look a throw like
the one with the throw. That's a Chad James. Chad James is the one with the throw. The one who got Spain. So you put Chad James in. All right. So Chad James you put in.
Me no know about the next player. Cause
Barkley a Jamaican, you know. Him we perform me not think him perform. Him never get enough game for me in the under 20s.
Right.
For saying perform.
Then the three winger there where me just tell about them missing.
But them get more game time. Yeah.
All right. So as when me say, me don't know about the third winger. Zine, and then again, to we all, because we as Jamaican and your program, you know, we talk about everything.
Yeah, man, now we're not a problem. We're not a filter. So yeah.
Yeah, we cannot talk about Whisper alone did in the under 20.
Yes.
Zine, because
other
key players that did left out where people did say did in it too. The defender youth from Phoenix, when name Duvie.
Duvie.
Evil Cataract said.
And he was the one that I heard. He was the one that I heard that performed at Westmoreland. That performed well at Westmoreland.
Yes.
So him me even said that to Mr. Butler say him are the one who made the ear even more than Whisper. But it was a surprise when him get shot because him them say star up down at Westmoreland. So when they say be stuff, him do that, him should get picked, you know?
Yeah, it's just because the youth must say, yo, him not gonna come in this like one day because him have to do him exam. And then look past that and still drop the youth. And when the youth go, when they said to the youth was wrong. You see me?
Okay,
next thing, Malachi Douglas.
No, but we cannot leave out a position. The problem is, you know, we can't leave out a position for pick other players, you know. We have to just attack the positions them. And you say Butler, you say Barkley. Right. Barkley, you'd have put him up with for position. So we want to ask the crowd if out of Barkley or Whisper at the time, who them would have put out for getting in the team. So no, we just want to do that and they continue. So guys, Barkley or Whisper, at that time, if you don't watch football, who you would have picked? Barkley or Whisper, because him say him either go with Chad James, Roberts, and Devante Campbell, which all of them performed in the under 20s. So we can't say a lie about Bala Cartel. That are definitely true. Them did perform, but Barkley never get enough game. So out of Whisper or Barkley, who you would go for? Continue, big boss. Let's see what them say before we move on.
Yeah, yeah. And the next thing, one time we go at the under 20 tournament, right? And all right, Christopher Pierce. So if you might listen to this, know we talk, I will know you listen to the program them. You're a good baller. See, no disrespect. You see that under 20 tournament to Christopher Pierce go. Me believe that Christopher Pierce should never go at that tournament because Christopher Pierce injured. Him couldn't run on his knee in the midfield, right? At the second to last, I think at the third to last game in the group stage, you see the man them rise up Big Nell and put him in when me believe say a Big Nell, Malachi Douglas, Big Big Nell, Malachi Douglas, and the left foot you were the creative midfielder. What did the JC? What they use the name? I think him get a contract.
All right, so
Left foot you.
all right, so
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie. So you say
Yeah.
you say you know think so your problem is the other man them were in a Whispers position performed where it was questionable if you could see them pick them over him, but you think say him should get a spot based on the other man when nothing there then. And Barkley, you would have put Barkley in a conversation with Whisper based on how them performing at the end.
But even the youth who then send back from England, where that youth name again?
Lambakisa?
Well, that you did as well. I'm here.
But them say me the injured. Them say me the injured. And also a
Hey,
story don't.
the injury where you could have played because they carry worse injured people than the youth just because I don't even want to come in politics now. Then carry worse youth go at the under 20 tournament. That every minute them put him on, they have to take him on back. And them a play him in a whole game them. That makes sense.
All right, so
that you need to do that too. If me go to come out and say Whisper that you need to do that too. So between me and you, something go on where them push some players.
All right, let me tell you that.
Just because they come from the place and them want and get little thing.
All right.
Me and you know how the system set out here.
But remember now, we just try clear up to we know people that online and listen. We want to make sure we are put it in context. So let me see the man them where have issues. Coming in, Pearson. Pearson was injured, slightly injured. All right, so Pearson shouldn't be there. Louis Watson. Louis Watson shouldn't be there. Louis Watson. Because he's the one that played on the left side and that we had a problem with. Malachi Douglas, you said shouldn't be there either?
No, man, Malachi Douglas did them, man.
Okay, Malachi deserve to be there.
All right.
Jimenez shouldn't be there either?
No, Jimenez could have did it. But the injury where him did a carry, them can bring him on. Just like how we talk about Land Bakizi and you understand? So them could have bring him on. I'm not gonna say never did enough he did it. I mean never say Christopher Pierce enough he did it. I just say
based on the injuries with him off.
Yeah, the base how they deal with him and start him in every game him could have come on. So my time I wonder if the people them where the coach prefer Jamaica win or they prefer you get a contract. Because him could have come on in the last 10 minutes and come calm down the game, pass around the ball. Meanwhile, Malachi Douglas them done rough up this already when them up like 3 or 4. You understand me, Mr. JD?
Mm-hmm.
And the forward we did a play, a wing of them. I don't know if I system would then set up enough chance ever they create the forward. You understand? When you play them good on your wing, whipping, oofy buck and but as when I say Whisper did it, but I know based off of the under 16, me would have picked him.
All right. So that yeah, but you can't fight my opinion when me state out them something. Can me
No,
say me
can't, no.
me see him
Remember,
play
you know.
because me that break it down 6 people. The two forwards them clearly me would have picked the two forwards in my head of him. And that's exactly the coach too. The wing players them now. Yes, he had more leg room with the wing players them, and also the injuries. So I understand where you
No,
come from. Me respect your point, but me just
uh,
say yeah, continue.
a lot of time. Hold on. So, only Jamaica alone carried 20 man
No man,
to the
no man. Everybody could have bring 20 man and then the two
all right.
reserve.
The two reserve and the two reserve could have come in at any given time in the tournament, right?
No, only if a injury. Only if a injury. You can't just swap them out.
Okay. Well, between me and you, me not going to change my point. Me believe say him did in the team and you not going to change your point
No,
because
no, 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 no,
you
no.
done.
You don't have to change a
Yeah,
point.
so
But me just show you my
yeah,
point of view.
we have the one, we have the opinion, but as we say JD, you can't come from here and say certain things.
No man,
You see me?
it's
I
cool.
don't
It's
know.
cool, bossy. So come to me, yeah?
I don't know. I don't know if I know. I'm not here if I know Phoenix part. I know that that's what the part. Are things where me see. And then if it just in this modern time in Jamaica, the Jamaican coach need to stop the foolishness. You understand? Because of the same thing in the under 17 now where certain players get picked and we don't even want to go in it.
Yeah,
We
man,
just
that's
want to
all
leave
right,
them
man.
out
That's all
and
right.
leave
Because
them
you
there.
want to explain the side, oh, you think who you think whispered are going, and you
So,
gave your side, and totally understand where you're coming from. Me just
yeah,
show you where
because
me I come from.
even me not afraid to talk, you know. Me did I say if me whisper if you did it, whisper for the player. If you talk, that me say no, that's my point that you know. Now guess what go on? If remember you know, every match, we don't need a standing forward. Say this a match how we play, we need a standing forward Clark start. The next match we need a striker we can roam, go take a touch, go out from the wing, come in back, kick. Me that use whisper. My opinion that. I mean, I'm going to change that.
No, man,
You have
no
your
change your opinion.
opinion.
We just you want to hear what you say. But
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna give you my point. All right. Yeah, man. So
All right.
we link up. We link up. All right. Bless up.
Yeah, man.
All right. So that was Balaker. We come to the end, you know. At 2 hours, we say we are going now. We'll give you 3 hours and 10 minutes. All right. And as we say, as this is how all of the chopping up stages will go. You see Fabian come here say we are 8 and we are talk about big man, talk about little boy and Riri. I think you're stupid. And these are the people that you need to get out of Jamaica if you want Jamaica to reach somewhere. I guess anybody in the world should be able to talk and talk freely. If we're doing YouTube, so we're talking about Jamaican players. What we do? Put the local players in a space. And that's what we do, put them in a space and can't talk about them. Shut up, man. And go somewhere else. You look a fool. You get me? Yeah, man. Anyways, man, thanks. All of the sensible people them. You get me? Yeah, man. All of the sensible people them. And the people we can teach you things. We would love for you to join the stream and reason with us. But the bag of idiot them. You can't stay on them, man. You go on WhatsApp and them place there. They run behind the man, them, no, man. Man, I have no time for that, man. Since we are trying to talk here and come to certain things. And all me I try to do is for avoid this talk of the JFF and fight against and all sorts of things because we're not going away. We're not going away with the fight against thing. Every minute we are bringing out the same conversation. How can Jamaica be better if every minute we are fight against overseas players? Every minute we are trying to fight against the JFF? Why we can't stop? We're gonna start from somewhere and build off it. Every time we regurgitate them conversation and for start a war. You get me? Leave it alone, man. That's all me I say. Leave it alone. You see it close. Even Balaker come and talk. Him say 3 players in front of the wing for being our team and 2 forward for being our team. So it close. So if then the coach get 1 player wrong and him a fight against the player, then okay, no problem. Let we move on. Let we move on. We have the youth 17 coming up. Let we just focus, support the youth 17 and move on. I will left the xenophobia alone and we just leave certain things and just live. Make it be one Jamaica, the best team actually bet the field. All right, the best team from anywhere. If a 20 overseas man, a 20 of them for the field. If a 20 local man good enough, the 20 of them on the field. No mixture, nothing. If it not needed, If you're good enough, you're on the damn field. All right? And adapt me say, and adapt me go done with. So big up on yourself, people. Take care and just walk good.